What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto.
This is Houston. T-minus 1 minute until full data blackout. All eyes are on you.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut conducting an emergency repair on a global communication satellite that could go dark at any moment. We have a second angle on this.
Is that guy on FOMO?
Oh yeah, just like me for crazy traders.
Yeah, let's get back to it, everybody.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut.
Opportunity cost is simply this. Every position you take is a position you choose over something else.
This just in. According to the astronaut's FOMO account, highest in the room, the satellite has been restored. For now, the crisis appears to be over.
Satellite's up and running. Position's looking good too.
There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. Oh, I'm sorry, this finger. Welcome to the breakdown. Oh, sponsored by Midnight, episode 769. I was supposed to get a haircut this morning and I couldn't even fucking get up. Midnight, the sponsor. We go to Midnight City today. We'll go ahead and look at what I'm doing out there. What am I cooking? Poly Market, the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Okay, I didn't have time, so I'm going to do it here. I'm gonna put on my shit here. You know what I'm saying? And I just left the hair out. I was like, you know what? I ain't doing shit, man. I'm not doing nothing. No, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just gonna leave the hair out. Let it be. Got the Jufro going. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Also, Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet. If you're looking for, yeah, no fucking suit today. If you're looking for a stellar wallet to hold your Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero in, you go to cakewallet.com or you go to your app store and you download it, okay? Also, check out Radar Chat. We're going to have somebody from Cake Wallet on this month, so we're going to break things down. Shout out to Cake Wallet. Also, FOMO. The FOMO app. FOMO.family. If you want to know the ins and outs of what's happening in the markets today, what people are looking at, what memes people are looking at, what assets people are looking at, go to FOMO.family. Dun, 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 dun. So fresh, so clean. As soon as I say something like, hey, come here and go ahead and show me your token, everybody comes. Anyway, oh my God. Damn, I hurt myself. I knew I hurt myself. I zippered my neck. Shout out to me zippering my neck. That hurts. No wonder. I'm like, oh, what is this fucking pain? What is fucking pain? Anyway, let's bring in Landy. Let's get right to it. Last night I held a space. I was rocking out. I was playing music. I was doing my thing. Okay. I was providing people with some entertainment. By the way, today we I think it's 1:15. Hold on, let me check. I think at 1:15. At 1:15. Hold on. I gotta get this done. Shit. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Unprofessional of me. Unprofessional. Super unprofessional. Oh, he comes on at 12:45. 12:45. Sakasa comes on, but I was dropping some bangers. Okay, I was dropping. Man, you know what? This is what it is. I like to look good, and I like to look in the mirror before I come on, but it is what it is. All right, listen. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing everything on the fucking fly. So unprofessional. So unprofessional of me. So unprofessional. Hello, TikTok. Now I can see you. Hello. Hi. How you doing? Anyway, 12:45. We got Sakasa coming on. OG. And we got Landy also. I don't know. He'll stay on, I guess. He'll come back to battle Rob Nelson, who'll come on here, I think at 1:30. And then I'm going to open up the FOMO app and I'm going to see what I'm buying. So if you guys are, all about, oh, look at me, come through. That's all I got to say. Come through. Anyway, let's bring Landy in. Landy, hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
For you, even though it's the afternoon.
And you know what? You know what it is? Like I had, which I forgot, I scheduled an appointment for, besides scheduling an appointment to get a haircut, which I'm doing right after this fucking show, I'm out. but I scheduled an appointment to have something fixed, and I forgot. This is how fucked up it is with yesterday's, lovely freestyle.
Yes, yes. Definitely free, definitely styling. The profile picture is absolutely styling.
I try to do. I try to keep it going, man. I left it here. I was just like, let it stand up. let it stand up. Let it be. I could at this point I can gel it back, but I'm not. Just let it be.
Just slick it back. No, I mean you should. Oh man, that's a missed opportunity before you go get it cut, is to actually just go off camera, gel it back like real OG New York.
I'm thinking, I don't know. Maybe I want to grow it out. Maybe I want to grow it out and just cut the sides. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe get the fade, whatever.
You will become the broccoli head. You'll have to sit here and say, I am the broccoli head.
They're winning out here in these streets. Maybe I'm becoming a broccoli head.
FOMO's a sponsor. You're starting to grow your hair. I see the trajectory this is on. You're absolutely going to become one of them. All of this time you spent trying to battle the Jewish cabal only to become
the Jewish cabal. Yes. Somebody, Gain just came in here and mentioned Dirt Road, man. That dude. Have you ever heard Dirt talk?
I am not quite sure who that is, to be honest.
Just the Dirt Road? You ever heard of him?
I see him in some of the chats I'm in, but I don't know if I've ever really heard him talk.
He has a very unique voice.
Like what region? Is he American?
He's 100% not.
Oh,
he's
okay.
European.
He's European. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
He's definitely European, man. He definitely goes to. I can see him going out to Milan and stuff, and wearing Prada suits and stuff.
I can't tell if you're being serious anymore.
I'm so serious.
The chat is giving me indications as I have the window open that you are not telling me the truth.
Me being facetious? Never. Never. Why would I do such a thing?
Just a hint. Oh no, now I'm getting DMs with, he's been clipped up. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting DMs of clips. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. Let me go.
Been clipped up?
What are you talking about clipped up? The person that you're referring to here has been clipped up.
Oh, Dirt.
Yeah. Okay. People are sending me DMs with.
You know what he is? You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the southern version of Old Dirty Bastard.
Bro, I'm listening to some of this. Yo, I didn't know they had internet down there.
He is the southern version of Old Dirty Bastard.
Yo, he definitely has a unique voice, that's for sure.
Old Dirty Bastard, Missouri Zoo. Shame on you.
Okay, yeah, no. Somebody said he's a character. It definitely sounds like a character. Yes.
It's like, I don't know about these people out here.
Bro, what? Yo, I just listened to that. What are you doing here, Dirt Road? What are you doing? How did you?
I don't know. These people.
Oh my God, David is totally
they come onto this space, and I don't know. They start talking, and they don't even know what they're doing, and they come here, and these Bitcoiners, they sit there. Oh no! They say, I'm telling you, I know. These people are stupid. Because I listened to them, and I'm like, oh my God, these people don't even know what they're talking about.
A clip where he's saying exactly what you were saying. Holy shit!
Well, I can't sit in these rooms, and what is this supposed to be about? I thought this is cryptocurrency. You got stupid people coming on here, and they're saying things. And yo, he goes on these rants, bro.
Oh.
And I'm dying, bro. Like I sit back and I'm crying. Legit, I cry.
Oh my God, you literally sound exactly like the clip that was just sent to me. Tell me that is not your freaking alt. Holy crap.
No, I wish I can wish I can maintain that type of. I can't do
Wow.
that. That's
I'm freaking
wild.
crying over here.
Listen, y'all definitely know who I am. Like my accent just comes out. There's no, you can't hide Brooklynese. Like it's impossible.
Brooklynese.
There's not. I can do whatever I want. Like but at some point the Brooklynese cracks. Like you hear the New York accent come out.
Yo, we have the most unique voices in this space. Like in crypto, we have some of the most unique characters and voices. I mean, like you're gonna have Sikasa here in a minute. He's probably gonna be jumping in, like if he's not already in the green room. Like we literally have the craziest, widest spectrum of voices and characters in cryptocurrency.
I'm gonna
Like,
tell you,
unmatched.
I don't know. I go into a room and these people are just saying things, and I don't understand them. Why are they even up here on stage?
Bro, how is there so many clips? How are you sending me so many clips? This dude has been clipped up to the max. Holy crap. Yo, is he new? He must be new. He must be new.
I go into the space. I'm listening to these people. I wear my Jungle Baby up here, but these people are stupid. And I'm telling you, he goes on these rants, man. Yo, we got like seriously, the voices in this space are crazy. You got Sikasa sounding like you got hit in the throat with a goddamn fucking bus.
With a bus.
No,
Sikasa should narrate some. He should become one of those default voice options when you have like a Kindle that reads the book for you. You got to get Sikasa in there. You got to do a voice clone.
He's like he could be the movie guy or some shit.
He could. No, for real.
Yeah, listen. Some people are contacting me. Number one, they're loving the new PFP, and I think it's a bullish thing to have that new PFP.
Absolutely. Yep.
It's because I could have been a sex symbol. Well, I am a sex symbol, but I could have been a sex symbol back in the 80s. Obviously, anybody could have fucking gone on stage and like just held a guitar and anyway,
just held a guitar.
Yeah. And yesterday, obviously, I didn't mean to destroy a career, but it is what it is. I want to, give my condolences to Dave from All Things Crypto for coming at a boy. But my sights aren't on him.
Are you kidding me? Between the two of you, I'm the one who has taken the most shots there. I was getting murdered on that stage. Holy crap!
Well, he was getting
it was
waxed, so like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, look, people don't seem to understand. I got some messages during that, and like I think that there are certain people that don't understand the type of humor, like, and the kind of fun that we used to have. And I think that's indicative of people who have only been here or just got in during the bull market.
That's only because they have never seen the most electrifying. I'm about to go into it. Listen.
I got access to these tools
I'm really
too,
retiring from spaces, man. Spaces are. I love spaces, but I can't do it. I just it is like. I know I'm the greatest of all time.
It's tough, man, because spaces can be addicting too. Because you get on there, you end up staying on way too long. And then it messes up your whole day because, especially for you, because you're going to sit there, or you're going to sit in the studio, you're going to sit somewhere and you're not actually just chilling. You're sitting there, even if you're not talking, you are sitting there in the studio, just listening.
It's an art form. It's an art form. It is an art form. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to people on TikTok, on X, on what X. Yo, this name X got to change, man. It sounds like we're talking about drugs, bro. What are we doing here, man? Elon, put it back to Twitter, bro. Everybody calls it Twitter anyway, so it's not like, yo, find me on X. No, like, you imagine like you're talking to people in the street, like, find me on X. This dude doing drugs again, like just fucking Twitter. It's okay. Not everything has to be XXX. I'm like, god damn it, bro. Well, anyway, listen, Dirk should take that as a compliment. You should take that shit as a compliment. Anyway,
Is he in the chat? I'm not looking.
there we go. I've been waiting for something. We got Sakasa backstage. We have no amenities back there, so he's sitting there holding his
I
dick.
ate all the plants. Sorry,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. You're a bastard.
Sorry.
Yo, by the way, can you change your PFP to your real skin color? Because I find the really disrespectful.
Give me just a moment here. Let me do this, and then we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go and this. So for those that are wondering, like who is the puppet really? Here's the
Anyway,
puppet.
you guys will see Landy later on today. He will be battling Rob Nelson. We'll talk politics. I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about Iran because this Rob
Again?
Iran Nelson will not let go of Iran, man. He should just live there.
I mean,
bro.
he
Like,
has a chance to talk to the Ayatollah himself, so
Jesus.
that's why he
You
never
know
shuts
what?
up about it.
Shut the fuck up. All right? Goodbye, you fucking puppet. Peace. Asshole. Puppeting, let me bring his ass back for a second. You encourage violence. I just want to let you know. You
Me?
encourage it.
Never.
And by the way, you're a sneaky motherfucker because
Never.
as I was working on something, you were like, yo, yeah, hit him with the Onyx, bro. Yo, I will never forget that. You are Benedict Arnold. That's it, bottom line. You are Benedict Arnold of crypto. That's it.
Never. I would
Yes,
never do such a thing.
Yeah,
I'd never do
alright.
such a thing.
Anyway, we got Sakasa in the house, and we'll be right back right after this commercial break, sponsored by Midnight.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything.
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. All right, welcome back to the breakdown, episode 769. I had to look at the screen to make sure that I'm saying it correct. We got Sakasa ready to come in. Yeah, Mr. Memetics, you know what time it is. Glad that everybody's tuned in. Here we go. Let's bring him right in. I don't know where he is. He's all over the world. What's up, Sakasa? What's going on, brother?
Yo, my dog. I saw Landy got all dressed up for me in a tuxedo. You gotta put on the fucking, I don't know, like what is that, like a New Balance half a hoodie? What's going on
Nah,
here, dog?
nah.
I'm
Okay,
in,
look,
I'm in New York right now, dude. I just landed. I had to skip. It was so loud everywhere. I had to skip off to some fucking cafe on Fifth Avenue to get a I'm eating a roast beef tartine while I'm fucking talking to you, just to stay inside in the cool and talk to my dog.
well, I appreciate you coming on. We know you're a busy man, a busy MFer flying all over the place. Shout out to you, man.
It's good to
Um,
see you, bro. Can you hear
well,
me
it's
all
good
right,
to
or
see you
do
too.
I got background sound? I tried to get this shit
No, you're
as
good. You're
quiet as
good.
possible. All right, cool.
Don't worry about it. You're good, man. I tell you, I
I'm
throw you
not
off the
worried.
show.
I'm not
Don't
worried,
worry.
bro.
I throw you off.
I missed last night. I heard you guys were fucking. You were crushing it. I got messages from that you played the Jungle Bay track that you straight up. I'm just like, fuck, man. The one time I'm tuned out this shit, David comes and puts on a whole fucking spectacle. God damn it. It's all right,
You
though. It's
missed
good to
out,
be here.
man. I
I know, I
played
heard.
the second because I'm coming out with the LP. I played the second song off the LP that I created for Jungle Bay. You missed out. You wouldn't even come into the room. Okay, we had people
We're
going
gonna we're gonna
crazy
have to
nuts.
have my people talk to your people because between me, you, clean living, like we got some tracks, some fucking fire from for Jungle Bay Island. We might have to do some sort of shit or something. I don't know, dude, but the music is bubbling up right now. I'm just telling you.
Did you break up? I broke up. Anyway,
You
we're
broke
back.
up.
Okay, whatever. All right. Let's talk. Let's jump right into it, and we'll go into other topics. We'll talk about the meme economy, what you feel about it, what you feel about the markets in general, sentiment, liquidity, meme medics, and all that good stuff. But let's talk about you launching the token, and
Bela.
yeah, I know I was getting to it.
Oh,
God damn it,
sorry,
man.
my bad. Yeah, go ahead. Floor is
Let's talk
yours.
about Bela. Okay, is that
Yeah,
am I good?
Bela.
Okay, I know
It
how to
just
pronounce
feels good
it.
to say, don't it? It's like just a melodic glory, just a little splash of just feels good when you say it. You know what I mean? It's like saying and singing it. I don't know.
So,
Don't get the wrong.
what made you for the audience that we have an audience besides X that tunes into the show.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
when you sat down and you looked at you've had Jungle Bay, you took Jungle Bay, you've
Yeah,
been
took
building
it
out
over.
Jungle Bay for 5 years.
Almost
Um,
5. November 2021. So in November it'll be 5 years.
okay. You've brought on artists, you continue to build. Why Bela? When did you start thinking about,
Yeah.
pushing out this token? Why? What are you going to use it for? Break it down for me. What did the idea go ahead and spawn off for?
So Jungle Bay to its core has a different foundation. We never were able to be beneficiaries of some crazy mint or something like that. I had to buy the people that were out. It was during peak bull, top of 22, when things started kind of breaking internally with this vision of a community run project. Now we had all the stuff built. And so when I took it over, we had to buy out the people that were on the Gnosis and the Discord, all that stuff, get everything in under our control. And since then, have been I've been out of pocket funding over 70 meme contests because the idea is like, dude, the heart of this stuff is the art and the creators and the builders and the motherfuckers that know that nobody is coming to save them. And it's a few and far between out here. There's a lot of non-original idea having ass Muppets that really are just looking for that next hit. They're meth addicts for green candles, right? But they don't see that it's a trap. Um, there is nothing of substantive value that can be built overnight, and people don't like to hear that. And I think that's where the arbitrage zone is for how we've been approaching this, which has been like focus on building something real and do it with like intention. And so like and don't expect it to happen next year or this year, whatever. This has been for 5 years. Now it's happening, right? But there was no way to kind of be able to bring together, have that gravitational pull for real artists, real creators, people that resonate with that mission in contrast to the majority of the other projects in the space. And so through that process, um, we've built a group of, or we brought together a group of ridiculously talented artists by the bootstraps, Web3 builders, meme enjoyers, spaces hosts, motherfuckers is just like that. They believe in this space, right? They believe that there's something truly unique here. We all kind of we're tapped into a frequency that brings us here, that a lot of people in our real lives that we respect, that are professionals in many respects, whatever, they don't see the same opportunity. And so that right there is the arbitrage for us. And so through that 5-year process, every single fucking day out of Jungle Bay Island, you are seeing original art, hand-drawn art, AI art, whatever, coming out. You're seeing groups of people that are exhausted by the scummery that has become a cancer in every fucking corner of the space and want something real, want something they can go to sleep on, wake up and know that there's something that is a tracked lineage that they can be proud of being a part of, and they can contribute to with their own skills and their own abilities. And so after, it's been expensive personally. And so I was talking, actually, Jason Williams kind of like he put the cherry on top for me to just be like, all right, it's time to fucking do something, pull the trigger. Because when this creator royalty thing had kicked off with the way that creator reward tokens are structured, I was like, oh, there it is. You can get something in Solana, you could get income without having to dump the token. Because previously it was a lot of these communities and such had to just dump the token, which obviously is not good and not sustainable. But when you have creator rewards and you're able to have a token that collectively can accrue in value if enough people believe in it, as any cap supply asset would do, then you could really cook. Then we have ammo to actually build it. Because, dude, all these other projects have had hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to be able to do what they do, and then they give up when it gets difficult, bro. When it's difficult on Jungle Bay Island, we have gotten bricked the fuck up. We have the most original memes, the most fucking dank art has come during the reddest days in the market. And that is by design, dude. And so now it felt like there needed to be this 5-year under our belt bulletproof foundation to be able to point to in order to have the right set of ingredients in place. That, and I know I'm running on, but one thing I want to mention as well is that 2 years ago, a year ago, the AI was not, it was mid, dude. You were getting Will Smith putting noodles all over his ears and shit. It wasn't what it is now. Now you can take these Jungle Bay apes, you can take the concept of Jungle Bay Island, you can bring together other meme token projects, and you could make really dank original art. You could make things that actually are like commercial grade quality. So all of those ingredients in place made it like, nah, this is exactly the time to give us a vehicle to drive, to be able to bring an income and be able to scale this project, because now the proof of work is under our belts.
I was listening to you as you were talking and breaking that down, and congratulations to you. You said something that kind of upset me. You said, Landy dressed up in a suit. You didn't.
Yeah.
Here I am. I stayed
Oh,
up until
wow. Look at
5 o'clock in the morning.
I
I
knew
said,
you were a
what?
sorcerer too, dude. I know.
So let me get my Prada suit on here because
Wow.
it's a special event, right? Sakasa's on here. We're chilling with boys. We're out here.
Yes.
And how can I not be in my Iron Man suit kind of thing, right? All right.
Yeah.
So here I am. So you can't say, oh, this motherfucker, I come on his show.
I was
He's
surprised.
dressed
Like,
down.
every day you're dressed to the T's,
Yeah.
looking you got all the angles down, and then I come on, you're fucking Johnny New Balance. Look at you.
Exactly.
Back to 100. Back to 100. I'm
Okay.
hey.
I just can't
respect
have
it, dog.
the conversation. I can't have that on.
Yeah, you
I
didn't
can't
want
have
that
these.
narrative to go.
You pull up space on me, yo. Pull up DG. I come in, yo. Why didn't you
Yeah,
wear
I
a
would have
suit?
got Doc right
Everybody
there,
else,
ready to go.
not for
Yup.
me. All right, cool. All right, I get it. And I see the people get it on some other networks. They understand. Cool. I do agree with you. AI has come a long way, especially the art. Even Rek Takashi went ahead and did some wild
Ooh,
shit
I
about
saw
me
that
today.
new PFP is fire, dude. You got
Yeah.
direct sorcery right there. And you made it your PFP as you should. Dude, that's like getting fucking free throw lessons from Michael Jordan, dog. Like, honestly, what the fuck? You got to
So hold on. So
customize.
no,
Yeah,
you
go
see,
ahead.
you missed the lore. Yesterday I was playing classic rock, okay?
Yeah.
And then people started making that stuff actually in your Jungle Bay little community, not little, but a good amount of people in there
Growing.
started making this shit.
Growing.
And then I had Landy tell me, yo, he's sending me these pictures. Is like, yo, they're absolutely destroying you. Like they are, but in a good way. They're like, yo, they are absolutely memeing this up. David's feeling the countryside of himself, whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change the PFP. Good vibes, bring him back. Anyway, about you. Let's bring it back. Cool.
It's a good PFP.
So you have this thing, and it's brick by brick. Everything else says, there have been things that have sent immediately. Yours, I'm looking at your stuff right now. I'm looking at your chart. I would say you're in the long-term building phase, right? Yeah, you personally don't
Yeah.
give a fuck what the chart is, correct?
No, I actually want any motherfucker that doesn't like
There we
truly
go.
resonate with what we're
Don't say
doing
it because people
to
don't
sell
say
their
it.
shit and go buy some go play with your pussy, go buy whatever cat ticker is going next on Robinhood or Salon, whatever you got to do. This pretty pussy, that pretty pussy. Like, you guys can keep tickling your pretty pussies while we cook dankness on Jungle Bay Island. But DG,
What
oh yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
So we had a deep conversation for 3 hours on a space that I'd opened up.
That was a good space.
It was, and the feedback was also positive. People were like, we need more of these type of spaces. So just to recap that space, and I'm going to ask you this: is there enough value that is being produced out there from? I'm not talking about the VCs and the way they play. I'm talking about from the community side. Is there enough value that's being produced by people within crypto in terms of from an educational standpoint? And the reason, and this is one of the things we talked about, new people are coming in. They are seeking to understand what the space is about. I know they're seeking money as well, but they are seeking voices to understand the environment that they're entering into. So are we lacking from an educational side whether it's shows, live streams, spaces, podcasts? Are we lacking when it comes to breaking down the stuff that we're building here, which in turn causes people to overlook the builders in this space?
I don't think here's the thing. It was required to have the amount of time that went by for people to be able to taste that fucking burn, to be able to identify the moon cycle motherfuckers who can't stay focused for more than 30 days, the deceit, the manipulation, all these things were required to reveal themselves, and that needed time. Now we're at a convergence point where there is a heightened awareness from the general market participants of like what I should be looking for, but there's also new ways that they could be duped. And I think that when it comes to value, the AI tools, the ability to code, to build things, we are at a place where that value can be realized. Now it's going to require a call to arms that's genuine, that's organic, and it doesn't have to be focused on one token. And that's the whole idea behind this Jungle Bay Island as a metaphorical location, a connective tissue between these different meme projects. Because when you have people that understand what it takes, which is time, when you have and belief, and then you can have a collaboration, you can have a nucleus where motherfuckers can come together and actually start scaling the meme economy in a sustainable way, then that value, I think, grows exponentially. So I think we have the picks and shovels to generate that value, but we're nowhere close to realizing its full potential.
Do you think that the builders in this space are constantly overlooked?
I don't listen. I could count the builders in this space on my fucking hands. You being one of them. Okay, so like when you say builders, I see
But
a
you
lot
see
of
that right there, and I respect it, but that right there, how many builders are building but they're not seen because of all the noise in the ecosystem?
and that's the problem. But the thing is, people get impatient and they're like, they need that degen jolt, right? They need that, I'm boring, this shit is sideways. Let me go and fucking let me just take a little, let me feel something and take my fucking funds, put it out. I'll be back. I'll be able to do a little that crypto two-step. But motherfuckers don't realize they bleed themselves every time they go through those motions. And I think like the builders, that's honestly, that's where the scarcity lies. People that have a track record that extends beyond the fucking menstruation cycle or a moon cycle. People that have like proof of work on the timeline, on chain, people that can fucking actually say, yo, this person has literally done what they said over time. And it's amazing to see, even like the ones who had these meteoric rises, they took the bait. They joined the fucking crew. They started doing these little fuck shits and then they start trying to figure out ways to manipulate by just the optics, the posturing. They're all about they got the rain bet, they got the this and this sponsorship. The fuck, dude, I know you guys are sponsored by FOMO, but this is another lever that is being used to get a narrative established and be able to put these protocols and these ways that people can extract and into the fucking lexicon.
You know, look, I'll talk about FOMO later. They are a sponsor of the show. And before they were a sponsor, I was bringing the crew on. I think they are honest in their intentions. I know people can say you're being paid by that,
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I'm talking about the
but
people,
they're
they know what it
super.
takes too.
They understand the market, and they really are trying to connect the social aspect of it into their application, so people can really see people breaking down why they are going into something. And you know what? If people are or try to gamify the system towards being, a bunch of cocksuckers, they'll be seen for that. But people that want to be on there and seen and break things down, listen, there's always going to be a bad apple in everything, right? Like bottom line, like
There's a
there will
lot of
always,
bad apples.
so, and I mean that metaphorically. So,
Yeah.
I just feel it's time to showcase the builders in the space, people that are here day in and day out, because it does also at the same time, it helps bring back the culture that we are lacking and missing in this space, because the culture's gone, like, or at least I don't want to say
No,
that.
it's
I
not
think
gone. It's segment. It's siloed. It's siloed.
it's
But
slowly
listen,
making its way back, slowly.
but even with the bad apples, dude, listen, a bad apple is still it's still an apple. If you got the right fucking chef who could come smash them fucking apples up, sauce them up with a little cinnamon, put them in whip it with some of these little island ingredients, whatever, and put that shit in a nice apple pie. All of a sudden, them bad apples, if it's dank enough, are gonna be tasting. They're gonna be hitting differently too. But it has to be a general paradigm shift in the way that people are approaching the market.
What do you think about these VCs coming in and pretending like they just found something?
I think that the VCs, each cycle, how many times have we seen this? We saw the DeFi fucking protocols with the high fucking APY bullshit. We saw the ICOs. We saw every time there's a new fucking shiny toys that the VCs have to deep dick motherfuckers. And this time is no different. Now they got
Yeah, but they're doing it openly. They're
doing it.
out there and openly.
They're doing it openly, but they're doing it with with liquidity pools in a way that I don't think the general market participants are aware of. And so when you can manipulate market caps and you can find ways to extract via the LP side, and you can do so in a way that is stealth as fuck and seems like there's actual growth happening, then you're fucked. And people don't understand what's happening. And that's why I just am abstaining from all of it and focused on any project that is involved with Jungle Bay Island has been battle tested, time tested, and has a holder base that believes in something. And that's the only, like, people, like, go back to the basics. If you want to go in and let these other motherfuckers who clearly have an upper hand continue to just fist you, like, that's a preference. That's a choice that any market participant in a free market has. But to think that the VCs don't have new ways with all the AI at their fingertips to be able to manipulate the fuck out of people is retarded. You have to be retarded.
Yeah, that Landy's probably laughing because he knows the R word definitely gets us off of TikTok. Shout out to TikTok.
Yo, why don't you give me a heads up, dude?
Because you can say everything else but that word. Everything else but that word.
I can't believe you didn't give me that heads
It's
up.
hey, listen, it's okay. We do not condone.
I stay in the mud, dude. You got it. When you bring me up to the elevated pedestal, you got to tell me, yo, man, like, just put your napkin in your lap, dude. Put your napkin in your lap. Don't eat your fork with a fist. Like, how you gonna not even give me the fucking etiquette 101 and the fucking breakdown, dude?
It's okay. I get limited for playing commercials, so
I can't believe that you let me do that. All right, well, next
TikTok.
time.
TikTok, obviously, it's not the views of the Gokhshtein network and stuff like that. You know how it goes down. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown episode. Don't worry about it, Sakasa. I know you're kind of flustered right now, but it's all good. Episode 769.
I don't get flustered, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure you. I'm sure you don't. Anyway, NFTs. Since we talk about Jungle Bay, NFTs. First of all, I have a lot of people coming on to the show saying that NFTs are starting to make a push here. I believe that NFTs usually come back at the end of the market because people are out there, they got money and they want to showcase how big their dicks are. They can't drive, they don't got a license, so and they stay on Spaces, or I should say, they stay on Twitter or X all day long, or social media. So let me go buy an NFT and an expensive one and showcase how much money I made during the bull market. I believe it's always at the end when you see NFTs start flying. But do you see something different happening? Being that obviously you have an NFT project, do you see something different happening now where NFTs might go up in price, or is it just people are claiming NFT projects now and then we'll see price go up maybe down the line?
I think that NFTs are one of the most important technologies that exist, and that the timing is right. Because if you think about RWAs, you think about being able to pair things with equities. All of these things can tie in with these non-fungible tokens. So how we saw it last time is not the same. All the blue chips, the fucking world of women, the cool cats that were like, yo, you could put 5 ETH in this and be all good. No worries. You go to sleep for 10 years. You could Rip Van Winkle, you wake up a billionaire, right? They're all gone, dude, because the teats stopped dripping milk. But us on Jungle Bay Island, we started shipping in some cows, and we started look, man, Jungle Bay is up from where it minted. That's more than most can say. But I don't think the landscape is gonna look the same. I think there's going to be these like RWA components that the TradFi bros are gonna start messing with. I think we're gonna see community, though. I do think there's a place for community NFTs, because ultimately, this is why I love this is the beauty of cap supply assets, dude. You've got a cap supply, a low supply, relatively low supply, and you have the ability for a group to generate and expand demand. So when you have these non-fungible tokens that are relatively limited compared to like a meme token or anything else in equity, then you have all the ingredients in place to make real valuable things. And then the token gated access, I think, is underutilized. So the more and more that these different protocols, the omni-chain ability, all these different things come into play when the tech continues to improve, these are going to become access tokens. They're going to become they're going to be more than just a flex. They're going to be dynamic abilities for communities and people to be able to have incentives, to have amplification, to have community. So I think this is just the beginning, but it's going to look different, and it's not going to be the same type of wave that we had last time. I think it's going to become an integral, foundational piece of blockchain and the crypto space in general.
Again, welcome to the breakdown, episode 769. 69, perfect number for you. Sponsored by Midnight. Polymarket is the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Cake Wallet. You've seen what happened with Cold Card. You feel unsure about having your money in cold storage. You can temporarily move it to Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet is one of the most secure wallets out there. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero. Go ahead and check out Cake Wallet. Vic and the boys doing a great job. Also, FOMO.family. You can go ahead and check them out and see what people are doing on the leaderboard and read their theses on certain things that they do get into. All right. Do you feel like people are coming back? So for the last 3 years, the bickering and the fighting on the side on the East Coast of things, do you feel like people are trying to? You got all these personalities. A lot of you guys don't. I'm going to speak to the TikTok side. A lot of you guys don't know the personalities because you guys are on TikTok. You watch your own, and everybody got their own favorites and whatever. But on X, do you feel that there's been obviously 3 years of nonstop civil war kind of thing? That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like people are trying to unite the tribes and unify people to come? Like, I made a speech about it. I say that everybody should come together already, and just like, whether you like each other or not, at the end of the day, you all came here for the same goal. People have come here to build something. People have come here to profit. People have come here because they're interested in crypto, the tech, whatever it is. You guys are here for basically, I would say, the same reasons. And obviously, you guys, everybody has their own, vibe and character and whatnot. But at some point, y'all got to rally together, because what do I always say on Spaces, right? Or at least recently, that these motherfuckers on the other side of the fence, they've already united. And they're printing. And they don't care. The more that you guys here stay divided, the better it is for them. Do you see some of the characters within that's the right side of or the northeast side of the things finally starting to figure out that, hey, we do have to rock together, and making real attempts to go ahead and do that?
I mean, dude, I like a good Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday David speech whenever it decides to appear. The other night, we were lucky enough to get one. I think that there is a clear energetic shift in the willingness for people to join forces, because I think we finally hit an exhaustion point with realizing that motherfuckers are getting played. And it's time now for people to have a more collaborative mindset of abundance. And it starts with people like you coming back to this space. Not that you ever left, but you didn't. You went Jordan going to baseball. You've only been on these streams and you've been doing your thing, which has been dope. But like, it's nice to have you with the 4 or 5 back on the court. I really do think that there are certain people that are conduits to be able to expand what is possible with this group of people that have been cannibalizing, sabotaging, fragmenting the fuck out of any opportunity. It's like, this is why we can't have nice things. Like, that is how it's been, dude. Every single time there's a little bit of some momentum, some Momo has to come in and get all in their feelings and just blow shit up. And I think that is starting to happen less and less, and people are able to realize that they're screwing themselves over when they're doing these little tantrums. And so it does require enough people, a critical mass of people, to believe in something and to encourage not toxic positivity, but genuine positivity, genuine abundance, genuine collaboration. Not thinking that, oh yeah, if this dude holds this, then they can't hold that. Like, no, it can't be that, dude. The question it just always needs to be is the product, is the experience, is the mimetic asset dank enough? Because there's no other excuse. When people are like, oh, they sold this because they sold this because you know, they wanted to go buy that. It's like, okay, well then whatever they sold isn't dank enough. Period. And people want to come up with excuses. They want to have all these different scapegoats. They want reasons why they can't take accountability when they should just be like, okay, right now, the ebbs and flows of the mind share went elsewhere. So what do you do during that time? You focus on foundation. You focus on building back up that dankness. So when the ebb comes back your way, you can cuff that like it's going into the winter time in New York City, and you don't plan to leave the house the whole week, the whole fucking winter, because you're gonna be throwing that shit all winter long while motherfuckers are freezing outside. That's the type of experience that we need to foster. And it just comes with people understanding that they cannot have a constant drip of stimming. They can't have the nectar dripping from the teat every single second. It's not sustainable that way. You have to have discomfort. You have to embrace, you have to fucking seek discomfort to generate value. There's no way you can circumvent physics. And people try to just get themselves to be like, oh, I'm a guru, I'm a green chaser, a green candle chaser, motherfucker. I was talking the other day to you, and I said it felt like the Lorax, bro. The Lorax, you have this amazing tree, this thing of abundance. You can use it for all these different things. And then what happens? He brings his mom, dad, sister, grandma. They come in, they start ripping up the trees. Then the fish gotta move, the animals gotta move. The sky gets dark because they don't tend to the soil. If you can bear these dank fruits, but you need to be able to tend to the soil when these events happen, or when you're pulling stuff out, when you trying to harvest some shit. You need to make sure that you allot the time to come together and make sure that the foundation, the soil, has nutrients, and that takes time. It takes dedication and persistence. And I think that piece is the biggest element that gets overlooked, and it's the thing that we take the most seriously on Jungle Bay Island. And I think over time, motherfuckers are gonna fuck around and find out how different we are built because of that. And it's becoming the most scarce asset, a group that believes in this. And so that's kind of where my sights are set. But I do think that is a consistent trend with how people try to scale things here. They just go for the pop and they don't realize how to sustain it.
I got two more questions for you. I know you're busy, and I appreciate you taking time out to join the program.
Thank you, dude.
We set this up a while ago.
Before,
So I
before
didn't know that you were
yeah,
flying out to New York.
no, I forgot it, and then I was like, well, I'm not gonna just like I'm not gonna cancel on my guy DG, dude. So I figured out a way. All right, but listen, before you ask any questions, people don't. I just want to make it clear, like, there is nobody in this space who has shown up every fucking day like you have to just foster and facilitate a true conversation about crypto, about what is happening, about memes. You have Michael Saylor, you have Momo's like Peter Schiff, but still entertaining conversations. You got all these types of like important figures in the space, conversations that need to be had. You have been resilient. You never give into the negativity that unjustly gets thrown your way. And I'm just grateful to call you a friend. And I'm grateful for what you do for this space. And motherfuckers need to start putting way more respect on Goxtein Media, because you've been there when it was uncomfortable. And any motherfucker that shows up when it's uncomfortable should command respect, because they are pillars of what we are all trying to build collectively.
Man, I appreciate that. I really do. I think as entrepreneurs, it's a tough road. Some get there faster than others, but it's still a grind. It's still tough, and yeah, I try to show up, every single day. I love this shit. So this is not a job. It's a career.
You even had Deployer on from Banker. You had Deployer on, dude. He was undoxed on the show. I didn't even know what Deployer looked like. I know they doxed him a while before, but the fact he came on like that, man, is just like, it's just indicative of the motherfuckers who are actually building can recognize what you're doing, even if the armchair quarterbacks are butthurt and trying to throw dirt on your name. And just don't let that shit sway you, because you are on the path, bro. This shit is just a matter of time.
I think I think what happens is, and you realize this, and like I've spoke about this on Spaces, I spoke about this on the show. Um, 11 to 12 months ago, you get to sit back and you evaluate yourself and where you at a certain point, mentally, everything. Like you just evaluate the entire situation, and then you kind of learn that CT is a really small place. Respectfully, it's just a really small place compared to for crypto. Because if you go over to TikTok, crypto on TikTok is probably 40 times what it is on X. And you got people talking on Facebook and other social media platforms about cryptocurrency, digital assets, and whatnot. Even on LinkedIn. Not that I'm going on LinkedIn every single day, but I'm just saying even there's a professional and more mature conversation. And I think we don't realize that. I think we get stuck in this bubble, in this echo chamber, and we think this is it. These are the people, and these are the people who are kind of like dictating and judging us. And I don't want to go on a tangent because obviously it's a 2.5 hour show, but it gave me enough time to reset and understand, like, and look at who I am and what am I delivering? Am I delivering any value? And just reset. A lot of growth took place there, and you move forward. If you
You can
love
tell.
something, you show up every single day,
And
and you just keep on moving forward no matter what. I got no hate in my heart for anybody. Never did, never will. When I say I wish everybody well, I really do mean I wish them well. I'm not wishing them well and wishing them to fail. It's really I wish you well. I hope you do great. I just want my energy, the way I've aligned myself personally, my energy legit is pure. And like like there's a shine, there's no darkness. I'm going to move forward. If I can help certain individuals, great. If I can put people on a pedestal like I was helped, like listen, I will always love the people. 2016, I blew up because of the people. It's not because I was talented or my effort was there. Besides that, you need the people to embrace what you're bringing to the table, and those people source something, and they allow me to go ahead and have this career. I can sit in front of this microphone. I can build out news and deliver news the way it's supposed to be delivered. I can look into this camera and I can have conversations with sailors. It could be notable people. It can be not so notable people. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to have a conversation that makes sense, that the people appreciate at the end of the day, that they take their 2 hours to tune into the show and listen to me as I go through, whether it's crypto, AI, and now obviously politics as we extend out and branch out with the news that we go ahead and talk about. But I do appreciate that. I really do. And, I'm coming back into this space on a good head. It's, hey,
Yeah,
I
you
don't give a
coming
fuck what
in,
anybody's saying.
and the
I,
conversations need to be had right now because honestly, like the energetic shift, it could go either way. It's on the trajectory to a really positive accumulation of something that is different and is gonna level up. But without motherfuckers like yourself who know how to facilitate the conversation and allow for the venue, it's gonna be the same feces throwing motherfuckers coming and cuffing back that control. So I think it's important that you hear that because I know that you're usually the one just providing the venue and kind of helping steer the conversation. So you need to have that positive reinforcement every now and then, my dog.
I guess when you're misunderstood and you're from New York and you speak a certain way and you're very blunt and you look arrogant, even though I'm born this way, I can't do nothing about it. My resting bitch face. It is what it is, but my intentions are good. I just got to keep moving forward. It is what it is. All right, these two questions for you, brother. And I appreciate that. By the way, I do appreciate it. I heard it and I'm thankful for it. I am terrible with compliments, but thank you. I appreciate that big time, especially coming
No
from an
doubt.
OG.
No doubt. No
Um,
doubt.
Creator coins. I've talked about tokenization, tokenize everything, tokenize the world. I said in 2020 at Bitcoin Futurist, I said this on stage. I was shared a stage with Charlie Shrem. For those who know who Charlie Shrem is, OG Bitcoiner, you can look him up. Been on his podcast, so it's coming on mine. But at that time, we were talking about crypto art before everybody started calling it an NFT and shit. It was crypto art. Vesa put me on to crypto art. A lot of people don't. It's crazy. People don't talk about Vesa. This dude was like the OG pioneer of crypto art, aka NFTs. And I went on stage and I said, tokenization, basically I said tokenize the world. And tokenization will happen whether you like it or not. And people laughed at it. But now you see VCs coming out, you see big institutions coming out, they're tokenizing everything. And I feel like, I think it's a cool thing when one wants to tokenize himself, but I know how it's seen here within, again, CT as it's a bad thing. How do you feel about it? Is it okay to experiment? Is it okay in general to tokenize oneself? What are your thoughts on that?
I think that tokenizing is a great way to add functionality and optimize and fully optimize what is achievable using the tech that's at our fingertips. However, I think that most motherfuckers have no reputation that they should be standing on. And so when you say tokenize everything, okay, yeah, do it and see what the market says. Because ultimately, I think that people have had ample time now to understand the landscape. And so if you don't appreciate the responsibility of tokenizing something, of putting something out that is available for the market to purchase, then you can't act like a fucking, you can't act like, oh, this came out of nowhere or something when you're on the other end having to answer to something, having to do whatever. And yes, like certain people can be ridiculous with their expectations. You can't appease all the Muppets. But I think if when it comes to creator tokens, if someone is just putting it out there to just like get another stream of income and they're not really about to do something different with it, then they're making a mistake and they will fuck around and find out. Because ultimately the blockchain doesn't lie. And however people operate them with themselves, with their reputations, that's what they have to work with. So if you keep bleeding the powder that you have from that bucket, you will fuck around and find out, and you'll realize, like Paulie, you got no fucking motion except for a bunch of cult members that don't have pop the piss in a window to throw it out of. And so you need to be able to be mindful of the future and stop just going for whatever the next impulse drives toward.
Last question to you, Sakasa, and that is supply control. If this was 2021 or 2017, 16, 17, I would say that's crazy. But VCs have been doing supply control the entire time. But now, obviously, I feel like there's no other way to go ahead and go about having a project without having that control, because you get too many people get in. They buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. They hold the charts down. People are visual. They see chart. They forget about what one's building. They don't really. Most people, it's just sad right now. They don't care, and it becomes frustrating because you're being judged by a green candle instead of the work that you're putting in. Is it necessary right now in the current environment to have supply control of one's token?
I think that, again, it has to align with reputation. So like now we've had the time go by. People know who's who. And so let's say you had something that you had supply control on. Fucking take my money. All day. Like if someone's gonna put, like even Jason doing TVB, like he's putting his name on, I respect the motherfuckers gonna put their name and reputation on the line with something when they don't know what the outcome is gonna be. Now, supply control comes in different shapes and sizes because a lot of these people have been getting supply control, but just have done it with bundling, with these back-end disingenuous, deceitful ways to structure supply. And so I think a lot of it has existed, so it can be a benefit to a motherfucker that has forged a bulletproof reputation. And I think that is a very small group. So ultimately, whether it's 70% or 90% or whatever, you still are kind of you're still at the market's opinion of what that is all worth. Because you could have that 10% if you're just holding the rest, like, and everyone dumps their shit. Like that's what it is. So I think supply control. Also, I think there's something to be said about market cap to liquidity, because with supply control you can cook these market caps, but the liquidity ultimately is not where is reflective of what those market caps used to represent. So you need to be mindful of what is under the hood, how these different formations of these projects, these structures, can play out, and not be stuck in a 2023 mindset with how you're assessing everything. And I also, before you might do like some little, okay, and the next we're gonna go to, Charles from Cardano and whatever you're gonna do next. Just make sure anybody tuning in at Jungle Bay AC, the pin tweet, go check out that Bela video, the source of it all, at Jungle Bay AC, at Jungle Bay Artist Collective, but it's just AC. And if you motherfuckers fade Bobo, fade Rek Takashi, fade David motherfucking G. If I catch a motherfucker buying some stupid ass fuck, dude, I'm gonna put both bare nuts on your eye sockets, and you're gonna slowly go to sleep forever. The dense as fuck, and just know that metaphorically this is loading. So just take that for what it's worth. I'm just a motherfucker, but I don't know, man. I've seen some shit. I know some shit. And DG, I don't know if you want to echo that, but I'm pretty sure you and I are aligned in many respects.
For sure, man. And I want to, 100%. Let me just, why add into, I hate when people add into something that was delivered so well, landed it extremely well there, Sakasa. Yeah, I mean, don't fade the people. Forget about me. Just don't fade people like Sakasa out here, people that are building, people, trying to. And one thing, I've seen this in the chat, and I've caught the chat a little bit here. It's going a little bit fast because I'm looking at other chats that are playing out here. Ultimately, this is the message that I put out there. Y'all might have beef with people. Y'all might not see eye to eye, but there are communities that are backing projects. So when these things happen, you have to remember your beefs affect people, real people that believe in something. So those who have big platforms need to sit back and think about that. When these beefs come out, they really do have an effect on people. Like, bottom line, like, there are people in these projects, they believe in certain individuals. You might not see eye to eye, but like when you come out there with your platform and you say things, it does hurt a community. That's guys, take that for what it is. It's not a shot at anybody. It's like y'all have to be cognizant of the fact that y'all got platforms. Make sure you do better. That's really it, because y'all hurting the people. It hurts the people. It doesn't hurt. Remember, it'll never hurt.
Nah, you
the
nailed
founders
it.
can take it.
You
like
nailed it. And the thing is, dude, people have had a scarcity mindset, rightfully so, because it has been such a vulture scavenger atmosphere. But as this energetic shift is loading up, we have to shift to a mindset of abundance. And I do think that shift, if we do it foundationally, if motherfuckers can truly actually embody that, is going to yield that as well. And I'm not saying that in a corny way. I believe that is the actual solution to a lot of these insidious issues that have kind of been festering in many respects in the space. So mindset of abundance this time, and anybody that has original ideas and isn't just out here glomming off other people's riz, you are always welcome to on Jungle Bay Island.
I want to give you a round of applause. We're gonna celebrate not just Jungle Bay do phenomenal things and the entire ecosystem. We're gonna celebrate something that, I mean, and the rest of the Bobo community. We're gonna celebrate like it's 1999. Prince, shout out to Prince, God rest his soul, man. We're gonna celebrate big time when Bobo finally goes absolutely parabolic, okay, and that cannot be stopped. The bear does what the bear wants to go ahead and do. Shout out to Rek Takashi for not giving up. Speak about people standing behind projects. This man has stood behind it through fucking hell. So seeing him out there doing his thing, memeing like a motherfucker, it's nice. Yeah, he's very goated. And yeah, I appreciate you
The
coming on.
ethos. I'm gonna jump off. I know I'm just dragging this on, but last thing I'm gonna say is the driving ethos of Vela is DM plus T, which, as you know, is the life molecule. DMT, the life molecule. Dank memes plus time equals mimetic finance. That's the motherfucking equation. We are dead set on that. We got time while these short attention span Muppets want to come and play games like Down Bad, Vultures on a chart, whatever. Anybody who actually believes in something, go to at Jungle Bay AC, go to the pin tweet, check out that video, and you will see just following that account that motherfuckers are not built the same out here. So DG, I love you, dog, and I look forward to the next time we sync up.
It's probably the haters that went ahead and made sure that you could not get your thoughts out clearly at the end about the DG being the goat of the goat. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking around. But you did cut off, but it's probably something about you, the goat, man, and I appreciate
all I said was come to at Jungle Bay AC, go to the pin
Yeah.
tweet, watch that shit, and DG, you are the goat, my dog. I love you, man.
I love you too. Much respect. Shout out to Sakasa. Yo, guys, if you just tuning in, it's your first time hearing Sakasa, aka Batman. You can go ahead at underscore, I believe, Sakasa, right? Underscore Sakasa. Am I right?
Lowercase, all lowercase, dog. Keep
And
that
all
fucking
lowercase.
equilibrium
Don't
on top.
don't ever write. Don't be gain shills
It's
and write
symmetrical for a
uppercase
reason,
S.
bitches. Down to the
Yeah,
DNA
he gets
of this
upset.
shit.
You know, Sakasa, he gets very upset. He gets absolutely upset. He'll send Mimi into your goddamn room to disrupt it. Anyway, Sakasa is chilling in New York. If you see him, ask for an autograph. My man, I'll talk to you. Might open up a space.
Love,
I
dog.
don't
Good
know.
to see you.
Depends on how this ear is feeling.
Oh snap! Hopefully it got soothed and recharged with this conversation. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like we got the decibels
I
low.
put on
That
the
shit
suit.
is
I put on the
therapeutic, my
suit.
dog.
I
You
put
did.
on the suit.
You came with that, dude. You snapped and turned into a fucking top tier KOL. Look at you, but patriotic as fuck. Dude.
I hate
We're
the
taking
KOL
back.
shit.
We're taking back KOL and we're taking back community. Watch, bro. It's not time yet, but we're about to do
The
it.
way you say community, oh my god, it's just like I can yeah. He's probably laughing. Sakasa, everybody.
Makes me wretched.
Jungle Bay.
Fucking bastardized. I love you, dogs. Talk to you.
Talk to you soon, man. Have fun in New York. Sakasa's in New York. He's chilling. It's fun. Yo, you think he's in? I can't. Should I play the song? Should I play the song? But he won't even listen to it. Should I play the song? I'm gonna play the song. All right, fine. I'll play the song. Let's see if y'all hear this. Let's see if y'all. It'll probably take me down on the. All right, hold on. Let's play the song. Let's play the song. Let's play the song. Actually, I can't play the song. I'm sorry, I can't play the song. I can't. I'll play it on Spaces. How about after the show, I do a 30 minute space. Because I can't play it. It won't allow me to. It sucks. It won't allow me to play it. My alarm clock going off. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown. Guys, you can call into the show. We're going to do call-ins, okay? Let me just set it up. You can call into the show. We can break stuff down, okay? We can go ahead and break some stuff down. Call-in number. Call-in number is 917-259-4417. Let me just set up everything. Let me set up everything here for everybody to go ahead and have the ability to call in. Give me 1 second. I'm setting it up. I'm trying to set this up. This is crazy. Oh, well, Jesus Christ, you're coming on. All right. I thought you weren't coming on. Let's do this. All right, we'll do call-ins. You know the number. You can go ahead and call up. If you don't keep it civil, I hang up on you. You know how it goes. So let me hold the fuck. Where is the goddamn thing? Yeah, I swear to God, I love that guy. Yo, what's it? Yo, Dirt Road, man. Is it just a dirt road? We already have a caller. Let's go ahead and pick up on this. All right, hold on 1 second.
Hello.
Who is this? I can't hear
It's Matt.
It's who? You're live on the show.
It's Matt. How's it going? I'm surprised.
All right, Matt, you hung up. Matt, you gotta get a new. You gotta get a new. Goddamn mobile. Here he goes again. Yes, Matt. What's going on? You're live on the air. It's Matt.
Yeah, my bad. I'm not sure if that was. Yeah, it's Matt.
What's going on? How's everything going?
Oh, as good as it gets here in Canada.
My condolences.
Yeah, no, I feel for myself.
What's going on? What you got in your mind?
See if I get caught on. Oh, just obviously my community there, the White Bulls, they're really pushing hard. We have Todd there leading us, and I'm surprised I beat him to the call here today.
I appreciate you calling up.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not sure what your thoughts are. I have a few buddies that are into the crypto space, and some people are optimistic of the bull run starting early, more September timeframe than October. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I personally think that I think we're almost there. I mean, but it's really just me thinking out loud, looking at my research feels like we're almost the bullish sentiment is here. It's not reflecting on the charts, but the bullish sentiment where people are okay with buying at a $55,000 Bitcoin, a $40,000 Bitcoin, that's come back. To me, that's bullish. I'm talking to people outside of crypto Twitter, people in real life. I'm having conversations 9-10 months ago. When I spoke to the same people, they were like, ew, no. Now it's like, you know what? I'm waiting for a certain level to get in. So again, bullish sentiment, I believe, is back. We're still obviously in a bear market, but I think we're probably 2 to 3 months away. I keep saying this, 2 to 3 months away from flipping bullish on the charts. But that doesn't mean that we instantly go up. It's just we flip bullish. We flip into the bull market, and now we have that slow climb. And then, eventually we get the nice pop. But yeah, I mean, I think we're fairly close. I think this is the time where you sit back and you look at your portfolio and you say, am I in the right positions? I think that's what you're doing right now. If you're smart, you're utilizing AI, you're utilizing your goddamn pen and your notebook, and you're looking at your portfolio and you're asking yourself, am I in the right positions? Is there still a community behind whatever I'm in? Is there still a dev behind whatever I'm in? And you got to go ahead and make some difficult decisions and maybe, flip out of things that you're down on to go into something that's going to go out of this goddamn world. I don't know, like that. These are the things that you got to go ahead and sit back and think about. It's not financial advice. It's just me. It's kind of like what I do. It's like every week I look at things and I say, am I in the right position in something? Is there a community? Is there a dev leading? I check off a goddamn list, and if it's still there, then I'm thinking about whether I DCA or if I just leave it there and I continue.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know last year I really got hard into the meme coins. Previously, I bought some Cardano. Actually, it was my first token I ever bought back in the day. And I really just started going hard into the memes when I got out of the military. And I lost a lot of money here in the bear market, but I also gained a lot of experience and knowledge and learned to DCA projects and even fight top blast just to keep on DCAing because you get the mission and the end goal rather than what's in front of you at the time.
Appreciate you calling up, Matt. We're going to go to the next caller. Feel free to call back any other time.
Yeah, no, take care. Have a good weekend. And thanks for having me on.
I appreciate you, Matt. Thank you.
Yeah, take care.
Guys, I'm getting so many missed calls, man. Listen, you can call up again, 917-259-4417. I'll take 2 more calls, and then we'll go into a little politics here with Rob Nelson will join us. Landy had to leave, so it'll be me versus Rob. This should be fun on my show. No shutting me up on my show. It won't be happening. I'm gonna be in Rob's ass. That's right, Rob. I see you backstage. I see you. Don't worry. In a few minutes, me and you will go one-on-one, and hopefully we can have a conversation. Hopefully it's not a debate. Hopefully you don't get too excited. 917-259-4417. If you just called, call back. I know there's I got 11 missed calls. So again, help me. Work with me here, ladies and gentlemen. Work with me. Every single time I turn on the goddamn phone lines, there's everybody decides to call at the same goddamn time, and I'm not calling you back. You got to call me. I ain't calling you back. Bottom line, you got to call me. I ain't calling you back. We had Sakasa on today. Usually we do 15 to 20 minutes, but that lasted about over an hour, breaking down the memes, the economy, the markets, tribalism, bringing people together. I hope everybody finally decides to rally as one on this side of the community and not continue this fucking circle jerk of beating up on each other. Because that's not how you're going to win out here. You're not going to win this way. You guys want to win? Well, I'm telling you, you ain't going to win this way. It's just not going to happen. Bottom line. God damn, my alarm's going off like crazy today. The call is dropping. No, the call. What do you mean the call is dropping? There's nobody on the goddamn call to drop. We play the commercials already. Again, the show is sponsored by Midnight. Shout out to Midnight, the title sponsor. Poly Market, the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Also, Cake Wallet, one of the most secure wallets that you can find within our industry. Built by Vic, Seth, and then an entire team. They work nonstop. We got a caller coming in. Unknown caller. Can't wait for this one. You're live on the breakdown.
How's it going, David, man? I'm a huge fan, huge supporter and stuff. I love the American flag background and the whole conversation today, man.
I love it too. I can't believe you're on the air with me right now. Oh my God. We gonna make history.
I thought I'd give it a chance. I'm on the air, man, and I'm happy to be here. And I like Baylor Community TBB. I'm learning about David, and I hope you open a space later, man. It's fun, and this whole thing that you do is really well put together, man.
Yeah, listen, there's one thing, honestly, when I've told you this before, I didn't even know you. I just remember a clip that was aired. I don't know, it was aired on the timeline. I clicked on it, and you went up there, and you said, I don't know what you guys are talking. You just went into your whole thing, and you started ripping them apart, and they kicked you off, and it was amazing to hear. But you're out there, you're doing your thing. You're all about America. I love that. I love America. God bless America. Land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. You know what time it is. So what are you excited?
I love the representation too. People ought to be proud to be American. They should be bringing that back, man. We should be helping each other out in communities, not tearing each other down. And I do appreciate the ones that stand up for what's right.
Tell me what do we need to do, because we're going to go into we're going to move into politics in the next 5 to 6 minutes. Dirt, tell me how we can make America even better than what it is today. Well, what can we do?
Honestly, like the attitudes everywhere ought to stop and like be more willing to help people out and like understand that people are going through things. It's just everyone want to judge each other and tear each other down. There's not enough people in communities lifted up. And that's why I would never live in New York City. Y'all got too much faith in the system. I never want to live out there.
Yeah, listen, New York City, man, it's crazy out here, man. You got democratic socialists running around talking about, anti-American things, man. We got to make sure that we as Americans, even the Democrats, the real Democrats are waking up. They're like, this is not the way America's supposed to be run and stuff. I'm sorry, man. I'm a proud American. America comes first, man. We cannot allow for these socialists to take over our country and get rid of our freedoms. Freedom of speech, freedom of everything, Second Amendment and all. Dirt, you can't allow this.
That starts with all y'all, David. You ought to have some kids, man. Like, it's our job to make little proud Americans, though. Like, seriously, America needs more American children out there. Like, no bullshit. We're getting invaded, and there should be a lot more people reproducing and teaching the American way.
I appreciate you, Dirt. I think you do a phenomenal job. I hear that you're the head of comms for TBB, that community. They're in love with you. Look, the comments are blowing up for you, Dirt. They love you. You are the people's champ, Dirt.
I really appreciate that, man. And ain't that one hell of a promotion? Went from a return on the internet to the head of comms, and I'm having fun with it. Everyone's a good sport or whatever. Like, I don't run into too many people in that city, and now I'm fast to block them. If I don't get along, I'm blocking you.
You heard it here first. The head of comms is telling you he don't like you. He don't like you. He blocking your ass. That's it. That's how it's going down. And if you don't got American flags outside your house, if you don't got an American flag outside your house, and if you're drinking European beer and not American beer, Dirt ain't fucking with you, all right? Dirt is not fucking with you. Bush Light, bitches.
Man, bring back American made, David. American made, man. Like, give it a few years, we're doing it again, man. Like, quality products, quality people, and people that's actually helping out the communities we live in, man.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Dirt, I appreciate you calling up. God bless you. God bless America, the greatest country in the world. And if you don't like America, you can get the fuck out.
I appreciate the time, David. I'll talk to you soon, man. Have a good day.
Too. That's Dirt. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. From the mountains. We'll be right back with Rob Nelson right after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy to use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto.
This is Houston. T-minus 1 minute until full data blackout. All eyes are on you.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut conducting an emergency repair on a global communication satellite that could go dark at any moment. We have a second angle on this.
Is that guy on FOMO?
Oh yeah, just like me for crazy trader.
Yeah, let's get back to it, everybody.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut.
Opportunity cost is simply this. Every position you take is a position you choose over something else.
It's just in. According to the astronaut's FOMO account, highest in the room, the satellite has been restored. For now, the crisis appears to be over.
Satellite's up and running. Position's looking good too.
There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light through everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light through everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. We're back. We had some good call-ins. We'll obviously continue to have, we always have call-ins. Let me bring on, so here we go, Rob Nelson. Rob Nelson, who has a show on the Gongxing News Network where he comes on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to break down all trending news, politics, whatever it is. He breaks it down, sports. Let's just bring him in. Rob, what's going on? How's everything?
How are you? How you doing?
Good.
Man?
Just me and you. Landy had to do something, so here we are. Hopefully we can have a good conversation.
Yeah, like Andrew Wilson and Candace Owens right now. We'll just have a nice conversation.
Okay, there you go.
I'm
Rob, let's start off with your home state, Wisconsin. Let's go right to it. Hong lost, but the polls had her winning. What do you think about that?
I think, I don't think that it's because the polls were wrong. I think she was going to win. I think it's one of those things where in politics, it's like in sports, you never see it coming when the momentum shift happens sometimes. A team's, up 27 points in an NFL game at halftime, and then they lose. I think David Crowley made a really smart move, the Milwaukee County executive. He left the race. Then when everyone else left the race, he saw a very empty field with the main candidate leaning hard progressive left, which I'm from Wisconsin. A lot of people don't mind. And, you know, she's a little kooky, but, you know, what she was saying in this campaign was, again, not for people on the right, but was reasonable. She wasn't saying the crazy shit like get rid of Thanksgiving, defund the police. She was saying, I said that a long time ago. And he came in and he played a little to the right of her, still claiming I am progressive, but not in a kooky way. He's black, not white. So it wasn't like some white dude coming in. And he nudged past her. He slid past her. He got momentum and slid past her. I do not think it's an indictment of the DSA. She would have won. She would have won if he stayed in the race in the beginning. It was an odd thing to leave a race, come back in right at the end, and then grab it.
What do you think about AOC and Bernie not endorsing her? I mean, these are people who have pushed or been advocates of socialism in a sense. And here they don't even endorse her. What does that say? Like, what does that tell
who
us?
AOC and Bernie Sanders are. They don't give a fuck about what they endorse winners. They're like Trump. Oh, sorry. I know you're going to call me TDS now.
No.
They didn't think, they weren't confident. They weren't confident she could pull it off. So you'd say, well, why would they endorse Graham Plattner in Maine? He had a Nazi tattoo, beat up women. They thought he could win for sure. He would have won. And by the way, I think his replacement, pick your person, name a name. Like, I know there's a real person, but it doesn't matter. I think Susan Collins loses. I think they weren't sure she'd win, and they were afraid of having baggage attached to them. And they don't want to take on extra baggage. I don't think it had anything to do with not. You think they don't agree with what she said? She says what all the rest of them say. I mean, what's different from her message than Graham Plattner's message? I guess he didn't say cancel Thanksgiving. He just said the vet who was running down a hill got shot, should have died because he was too fat or something. I'm sorry,
AOC just broke up with her fiance. Do you think she's making a run? Do you think she's making a run to be on the ticket for obviously the next presidential election?
Absolutely. I think she. I didn't know she broke up with her fiance. When did that happen?
Yeah, she just broke up with her fiance. She's working out. She's getting fit.
She's retrieving her eggs.
So I feel like she's putting herself in a position to make a run, maybe to make a run or be the candidate for the Democratic Party. I feel that could be the case. And I said this yesterday. I think she would be better served by going and making a run for a Senate seat, maybe, Chuck Schumer seat, whatever. But I don't go there yet. And
I don't agree.
You think she should run for president?
I don't think the trajectory for her, and at this point for just about anybody who wants that spot, is not going to be. I think she's smart. Climbing the ladder further won't help her. She's way more well known than Chuck Schumer is. I mean, she's.
Okay, are you advocating for her to run for Senate or run or for president?
No. Yeah, running the days of the Lyndon Johnson days.
She's gonna lose.
The Richard Nixon days, the Lyndon Johnson days, the John F. Kennedy days. You become a U.S. senator and you use that as a launch pad to become president. The Barack Obama days, even that was only 14 years ago, are gone. The Senate's AOC doesn't need a bigger launching pad. What I'm saying is she is probably one of the two most recognizable names in politics, two or three, top five. There's no one in the Senate more recognizable than her. So what does the Senate get her? Further into the weeds of the inside track? If she wants to be president, I'm not saying she'll win, her best shot is to go at the highest level of her visibility and throw herself in the mix and try to claim the mantle, try to be the Donald Trump of the left. Think about this. Donald Trump was the heir of the Tea Party in 2011. And when he got thrust in there 5 years later, 4 years, he became president, won the presidency. He was a long shot. I think that the left is having a similar thing. The DSA is like the Tea Party. It's a citizen rising up movement. It doesn't show up in polls adequately, and somebody's going to claim that mantle. It's not going to be Gavin Newsom. It's not going to be Bernie Sanders because he'll be like 100. I don't think AOC can do it, but if I were her, this is her best shot to go for it now and to give it another shot in 2032 if she misses. But I would go for it if I was her.
Right now, Polymarket has J.D. Vance winning the presidential election 23%, Rubio 13% if he decides, or I guess people might be thinking that he might. And then you have AOC at 13%. So out of all the candidates, it's AOC, especially after the announcement of her breaking up with her fiance. She's putting up videos about her freezing her eggs and then, working out. Maybe she does run. I think it would be the wrong move because she would lose. I think no matter who the Democrats put up here, and it's not because I'm a Republican I'm saying this. I just don't see anybody from that party being able to beat J.D. Vance or Rubio at this current moment. Landy said something, and I found that interesting. If J.D. Vance is elected president, then Landy believes it's only for 4 years. And after that, the Democrats might take over. If it's a Rubio presidency, then it's 8 years. So that's what we had a discussion on that yesterday. What do you think?
I actually think the exact opposite. I understand why Landy thinks that. And, I love Landy. He looks a lot inside the data. And I think one of the big mistakes, and people learned this with Clinton, inside the Clinton campaign and all that, the James Carvilles back in the day when he was relevant, the George Stephanopoulos is, the data only goes so far. You and I have talked about this. I don't care what the data on the economy is. I don't care what the data on anything is. I care that when a majority of Americans at a consensual level feel inflation's too much, cost of groceries is too high, can't pay my rent, it's too expensive, certainly can't pay my health insurance, actually might have to choose between them. That's a sentiment. It doesn't always show up in polls. I think that that AOC, the reason I think she should run right now is it might be her best shot. I think her electability is higher than would show up right now. She is a visible face of a movement that is addressing the things I'm saying and is dissatisfied with the system as a whole in both parties. She's attractive. She's smart, relative. I know she's not smart like you, but she's not Joe Biden. She's charismatic on camera, and
but she would get destroyed. She would get destroyed in debates.
She'd get beat up a little bit, but
no, a lot. I think Kamala Harris is a better debater, and that.
Come on, Kamala Harris is literally
no. Hold on.
Really?
Hear me out. I think Kamala Harris, and that says a lot. I think when I'm saying Kamala Harris is better in a debate setting than AOC, that doesn't bode well for AOC, respectfully.
Let me point something out that I think is underestimated about her. I do not think she is by any means, the smartest cookie in the jar, or whatever the statement is. That makes me look pretty stupid because that's probably not what it is, the thing. But sharpest stick in the pen, I don't know. People said that about Trump in 2015. And if you step back, hold on, I was there.
You can't compare.
I'm not comparing them. I'm comparing what people said. And if you look back at what the media said, what the pundits said, what Republican leaders said, what Marco Rubio said about Trump, they dismissed him because he spoke like a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old in these half thought out thoughts that would just kind of ramble around. And you'd literally be like, am I talking to a 10-year-old? And I said at the time, you are underestimating how much he understands what's important to understand and knows how to communicate it. It's very different than how much can you defend your point clearly and cogently. And to this day, he often doesn't do it. If you put clips of his end to end, it can seem like you're bouncing around in a jumpy thing. But the truth is, he's always got how to get a message through to people. And I think people underestimate how much AOC is effective at communicating a message. To be honest, AOC will do better against Marco Rubio, who's the smartest of the three of them, than JD Vance. Because JD Vance is really good in a similar way, but more articulate and smarter at putting a message out and knowing how to deliver that message so the weapon stays on lock and hits its target. He, I think, could devastate AOC. Marco Rubio would have a tough time because she's so good at what actually connects with people.
I'm gonna have to disagree. Like I don't. Again, this is not. I'm not calling her stupid. I'm just saying when you're comparing her to Trump is smart, and Trump was able to. He was able to throw them completely off. Like it was a grenade thrown into a room. People they didn't understand how to debate him. Okay, when it comes to AOC, then this argument, she's not as witty as Trump. She's not going to do what Trump did to get Bush all flustered and Christie and all them. Like what the hell is Rubio? Like even Rubio, like he had them all like what the fuck is happening? And the people also wanted change. They didn't want a career politician. They wanted somebody that was just like them. And that's why Trump won against Hillary Clinton. And probably, I can't believe, I can believe me saying this, but like Hillary would probably have a better chance of winning.
You're missing it, David.
No, hold on. I'm not missing the point. I think what Wisconsin showed you was the Democrat socialist movement isn't as big as you think. And not everybody's in love with this shit. Even the Democrats. I actually firmly believe that the Democrats, the real Democrats within the party, made sure that Hung lost because they see where their party is going. They don't like it themselves because they know they'll be out of a job if this continues. So you have a good majority of them that are now stepping up and saying, you know what? We went way too left. I think they've recognized it. We've gone after Trump with pitchforks and everything, and we've caused this situation within our own party. I think they're trying to go ahead and rectify that situation. AOC even has backtracked on defunding the police. She's backtracked on.
Yeah, she calls it the crazy of woke one.
But I'm saying she's backtracking because she understands. Or at least the people around her understand the vibe right now. And that is the Americans do not want socialism.
Well, I'm going to say this again, and I will prove I will be proven right in the next few years. So I'm going to say it right now on the breakdown. Everyone who doesn't get this is missing the plot. This is what happened out of the Tea Party. And everything David and I are talking about got said after the Tea Party. I watched conservatives and liberals, both sides. I watched liberals on main networks like CNN say, Americans don't want what this Tea Party is. This is an extreme radical movement. It doesn't reflect the American people. I heard mainstream Republicans, what are now called rhinos, renamed after Trump and Trump won, say Americans don't want this. Even Republicans don't want this. The Tea Party, Donald Trump was playing The Apprentice. He was a reality TV star host in 2011 when the Tea Party launched. 5 years later, he was president of the United States, representing that very movement. MAGA is the younger kid, the 2.0 of the Tea Party. And I'm telling you, the same thing is happening with the DSA. What they are right now is the Tea Party on the left. They will morph. They will evolve. This is not a passing thing. And mainstream Democrats, David, are pushing back, just like the rhinos, because they see their institutional frame being shattered. Somebody, AOC or somebody else or somebody's, is going to figure out how to put our arms around it and be the heir of that politically moving forward. And what it will not be the woke defund the police. That's why AOC's smart. She said, oh, that crazy woke one. She's smart. She's realizing, get away from the things that are so out there. No, you're right. People don't want to defund the police. They don't want to end Thanksgiving. They don't even want boys playing in girls' sports. Like, move toward the things that people do want. Rent can't be this high. Gas can't be this high. Insurance has got to be affordable. Where's my paid family leave? What's AOC genius at? She's walking in, doing a selfie video, injecting herself for her eggs, and she chooses to do it backstage before she goes on CNN or wherever. She is literally telegraphing Donald Trump style, I'm that woman. I'm going to shoot myself to have a baby. And again, this appeals especially to the liberals. I don't need a husband. I'm doing this. I'm having a baby, and I'm about to go on TV. Let me get my makeup on. I'm going. That's an intentional message. Don't underestimate AOC just because she's not smart enough to win the debate in college.
I don't underestimate anybody. I'm just telling you that if AOC is the hope for the Democratic Party, the Democrats are fucked. I respectfully say that. I don't hate anybody, so I'm just saying respectfully, if this is the person that you guys are going to back to go ahead and represent the Democratic Party for the presidency, I think it's a huge error. I think there are other candidates that are better, and I don't think it's. How about this? I don't think it's time for her to run yet. I think maybe 8 years down the line, you can make a case, the case that you're making now. AOC, she's built up her reputation. She's really built it up, making her way from congresswoman to now a senator, and she's really done things in the Senate that could propel her into the presidency. But from congresswoman to this, to the presidency, thinking that you can capture some sort of movement here when people aren't into socialism, I don't think it happens right now. But I get what you're saying. Listen, I understand what you're saying with the Tea Party stuff. That didn't go over my head. That didn't go over my head.
Beyond that, I know. And beyond that, though, I just disagree with the model. The old model doesn't work. She does not gain leverage by proving she can be a good U.S. senator. She actually hurts herself. The more she does inside the system, the less credible she comes. Most Americans are fed up with both political parties.
Rob,
hold on.
Me out.
Let me finish the thought. As you said, let me land the plane. Let me land the plane. I'm almost on the runway. Let me land. I'm almost on the runway. I'm almost on the runway. I'm not comparing her directly like they're the same. I'm simply saying these are exactly things Republicans said and Democrats about Donald Trump. I watched them say, if Donald Trump is the candidate for the Republican Party is fucked. And instead, he reframed the party, reshaped it, and now it's Donald Trump's party. Now, I'm not saying AOC will do that. I am saying that is the same exact thing people said about Trump. He has no experience. He knows nothing about politics. We should elect somebody who knows how to run government like a great U.S. senator. If Trump wins, the party's fucked. Well, Trump won, and the party is Trump's party. That's all I'm saying. She's not wrong on the wrong path. She's on the right path. Whether she can pull it off, I don't know. I think she's actually on the exact right path to do it.
Speaking of, you mentioned basketball. What do you think about the WNBA? That they can't figure out what a woman is. I want to get your thoughts on that. How's an organization like this? I would believe that they went to school. I went to school. The Department of Education taught me what a man and a woman is. How come a multi-billion-dollar organization like the WNBA does not know how to define and has to call an emergency meeting to define what a woman is?
Not one meeting, multiple meetings. This has been fascinating me all week long, David, and I wanted to talk to you about it. What is it about these women's sports leagues? And I'm saying leagues because the Aussie cricket thing is having its same thing right now, where one of the leaders of a team cheated on her wife with one of the players, and the league was like, well, it's probably not appropriate since she's the captain to be sleeping with one of her teammates, and it could suggest whatever. We're going to look the other way. And I was like, why do these leagues become soap operas? Like on male sports, you have different kind of soap opera. The WNBA fascinates me because it's like a circus. It's like, why are you getting in battles about trans inclusion? Why do you have a coach wearing trans people deserve to be involved too? Like on the night you're playing the Fever on national television, like, what are you trying to accomplish? Why do they have this racial drama going? Why don't you have that in the NFL? You got white players, you got black players. How about in the NBA? Why don't you see white players in the NBA getting like, Draymond Green's like elbowing them in the face because they're white? Like, why doesn't that happen? But in the WNBA, there's a clear race war, there's a gender war, and there's a straight versus gay war. Sophie Cunningham is straight. Well, I think she's straight. She's Christian, she's conservative, and she's white. Caitlin Clark is white, seems conservative-ish, but maybe not. And I don't know what her orientation is, straight or gay. Neither one of them's black. And there is clearly, they get targeted. And then the league acts like they're not getting targeted. And David, I don't know why they're fighting about what makes a man, a woman, a woman. But I don't even understand why they're why would your coaches be endorsing this? Why does the Fever coach say she didn't see the play in real time, so she didn't want to say anything afterward about the Jonia? Like, well, what coach doesn't go out and say, you clothesline my player? I saw it 10 seconds afterward. You know what? That's not cool. She's like, I don't think she meant to. Well, who are you coaching? Why are you saying this? Like, so when you go, why are they stuck on the inclusion thing? Well, because they seem to be a league more about DEI, inclusion, diversity, gender, race than about pure basketball. And then they go, so let's just talk basketball. Well, you're not talking basketball. I don't know. The whole thing makes me laugh and makes me kooky. I do enjoy the soap opera.
What do you think happens here that Freedom and also Royce White have put in papers to be eligible to be drafted in the next WNBA draft? What do you think happens there if they can't define what a woman is and they are claiming that they have transitioned?
Well, what the league's going to do, right, is eventually after their 17 meetings, right, come out and say they're not eligible for the draft. Why not? Because they're not women. That's what they're going to say, right?
But they can't say that, right?
Well, sure they can, because they don't have to ever have logical consistency. We all know that this has been the problem with the boys and girls sports the whole time. Everybody knows what a boy is. If the high school star quarterback for the football team came and said, I want to go in the girls' tennis locker room, people would be like, you can't. Why? Because you're a guy. But if some guy who's trans and self-identifies as a girl in high school says, I want to, you can. Why? Because you're a girl. I mean, it makes no sense. You're both a boy. But it's like, so they're going to say these players are clearly straight, white or black men who are just fucking with the league and they're not women. It doesn't make sense because by their own logic, I'm identifying as a woman sometimes, a lesbian woman, trans woman sometimes, especially when it comes to basketball season.
It is kind of crazy.
What do you think they'll say? What do you think they'll do?
I don't know. I think they're in a hard position because they clearly do not know how to define what a woman is. If you reject Royce White, you're rejecting a woman, right? He is stating that he feels like a woman, and he's
part of the time.
But he's saying that he's wearing he's transitioning. He's never felt more like a woman in his life. He's saying that he feels like a woman. So how can you tell him he doesn't? I feel like the league put themselves in this position because they cannot define, nor did they want to define what a woman is. So they have obviously taken the opportunity, but they're blaming them. You should blame yourselves because you can't. You want to be politically correct instead of saying, you know what, this is what a woman is, and that's it. And none of this stuff would be happening. Right. So I don't know. You can't. And people who say I'm a bigot and stuff like that. Let me just say something. You know what? If you have any complaints with me, well then you know what? Complain to the Department of Education because I in school learned what a female was and a male was. That's it. Okay, we had sex education and all that stuff. That's what the Department of Education taught me. So if you have any beef, you go ahead and make your complaints to them. Okay, I'm going with science. I'm just going with science. It's what I learned in science classes. Okay, that's it. So bottom line, there's a bunch of people who currently run that league, and I'm sure they went to school and they learned this from the same textbooks. They should be able to define what a woman is. Okay, I think the NBA also has defined what a man is, right? I got to look that up. I'm pretty sure the NBA has defined what a man is. Anyway, and I gotta agree. I can't believe we are having this type of conversation in 2026. I couldn't imagine, Rob, honestly, having a discussion about sports, but this type of conversation about sports 25 years ago. We are trying to be so politically correct. It is actually hurting society and not making it better. And that's the tragic part. Maybe, just maybe, 8 to 10 years from now, the healing will get done and more people will finally stand up and say, you know what, guys, we want to go back to what we had, 3 decades ago. And that is actually being able to have a conversation about who do you want to, vote for the presidency? What do you think a man is? And what do you think a woman is? Like, you can literally go out there and define these things without somebody coming at you to cancel you. That's it. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'll land it on that.
I think, that's a nice hope. I think two things that I think are really relevant. One, I think people go, why, and both sides will say it. The left likes to say, why is the right obsessed with this topic? It's such a small issue. It only involves, a small number. Excuse me. The right says there's a small number of people. Why are we doing this? The left says, why are you weaponizing this? You're picking on this small group of people. I think both miss the point. The reason this topic, you're right, it's crazy that we're having this conversation, and yet it's not. That this is where we are is not because this is a stupid little topic that's not, and people are like, we shouldn't talk about it. Actually, it's hyper indicative of where we are as a society that we are talking about it. And I don't think 10 years from now, we're going to all, I think the majority of people in this country would agree they do know what a man and a woman is. The fact that we are having this conversation now is not surprising. 10 years from now, I'm telling you, we're going to be done. I mean, this is built off of social media and algorithms that reinforce what you think.
Yeah.
LLMs, AI is going to go next level on this. And in the next couple of years, I don't think you can turn the clock back. AI won't just reinforce what you think. It will literally give you, if you and I go to Gemini or Claude or wherever, and from two totally different viewpoints argue for something, it will tell us each what we want to hear with a bias to the left, an institutional bias to the left. I'm talking about that on my show on Monday because I did a deep dive with Gemini where it acknowledged it has a left bias that's built in because of it leans into academia, media, all that, and it reinforces its bias. But we will have a divided society, David. In 10 years from now, there will be a group of people who are absolutely convinced more than today that biological men can have babies. Prove it. I can. I know they can. There'll be no convincing them. Their brains won't see it otherwise. And there'll be another group that we would say we're right, but both sides will say we're right. So what's scary to me is I don't think we're going to get to a consensus. I think we're going to get to where America will live, the world will live in multiple different realities that are not shared. There will be no common shared. You're addressing the thing. So a long time to get this one to land. You're addressing the thing that has held human civilization together. There has always been some shared consensus. And one of the oldest shared consensus is our biology. It goes back thousands of years. It's one of the fundamental shared consensuses we have. There are biological men, biological women. Together they make biological babies. We are literally tearing that shared consensus apart, and it's a mainstream debate. That should scare us about what we're going to do with everything else. If we've torn that shared consensus down, we're fucked.
I will, by the way, somebody said, where can I find this guest? Want to follow him and find his content. This is Rob Nelson, a veteran mainstream media personality who breaks down topics like this Mondays and Wednesdays on this network at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can tune into him. The last thing I will say, Rob, is it's, in my opinion, this whole topic, it's a disrespect to real women. And I might get flack for that, but it's disrespectful to the real women. And where are the feminists? You know, the feminists that support women, love women, you know, put women on a pedestal. When it comes to topics like this, they're nowhere to be found. And that, to me, is really, really shitty, you know, because you have, you know, the way I look at it is you have little girls right now that are competing in sports. I'm going to stick on the sports topic. You have little girls, you know, looking at Sophie and looking at Caitlin Clark play and other athletes. And they're like, I want to be like them. And they're preparing their entire lives to be them. And then all of a sudden, you know, some guy decides, I suck on the men's side, so I'm going to go over to the women's side because I know I can dominate there. And now a little girl has to, and her dream, which now she's at that point playing, has to play against a dude. And there's obviously a disadvantage. I'm not saying men are stronger than women, okay? But I'm saying from a physical standpoint, science proves that men are stronger in certain aspects than women. So it kind of sucks. It's the same thing that we saw in the NCAA swimming competition when I forgot his name, but he, was like ranked the 448. There you go. He was ranked like 448, I guess, in the world in the men's swimming league, and then he switches over to the women's league, and he becomes Leah Thomas, and then like what? These girls have worked their entire lives to compete and to win at the highest level, and then a dude can just randomly come over because he says he feels. And listen, everybody can feel whatever they want to feel. So I totally understand, but here's my sticking point. It's always been this way. You can do whatever you want with your life. After 18 years old, this is how I've always felt. This is my stance. You can love whoever you want to love. Same sex, that's on you. It is your life. I fully believe people should be entitled to do whatever they want to do when they become adults, not children. Okay? Not when a child feels that at 6 years old that they feel like even if they're a biological boy, that they feel like they're a girl because they put on a dress. Okay? When you're an adult, you're over 18 years old, go ahead and do whatever you want. Decide to do whatever you want. Decide to do whatever you want. Love whoever you want. It's not about that.
Yeah.
I feel it's super unfair for both, but particularly the women. I feel like it's unfair to go ahead and have this happen. That's it. I'm landing the plane.
I want to say something on this. You've been pulled into a subtle trap here. And I
haven't pulled into anything.
You haven't. I was in the same trap. We feel we need to defend the fact that we do not have any problem with people who identify as whatever.
I don't.
No. Let me finish. We've been made to feel that we need to point that out as if because we're saying this, perhaps we just fundamentally don't like these people. And this is the problem. And Riley Gaines did it. I did it. Sophie Cunningham did it, saying, I don't have a problem with people being trans. I have a problem with biological males playing against girls.
That's it.
And we have to make that distinction because this isn't really about that. And this is what is so frightening to me about this whole thing. This isn't, you talk about, I want to be clear, not all men are stronger than all women. There is no evidence anywhere that, competitively speaking, if you match a top male athlete to a top tier female athlete in the same sport, the man wins. Every sport. Name me one where it's not true. Tennis, true. Golf, even golf, it's true. Even golf, the top male golfers. Certainly more contact sports, football. basketball, swimming, on and on. There is no sport where the matched athlete, male and female, the male doesn't win. So how is this even a debate, and why I'm saying we're missing what really is going on here, which is not about trying to convince people this makes sense. This is not, for those who believe they should play, this is not, and we started with the WNBA, this is not about what makes sense. There is no sense in it. Caitlin Jenner was Bruce Jenner, a male athlete considered one of the greatest Olympians of all time.
And even when she says
it's not fair, they say you're a trans hater. How can you be a trans hater when you were one of the greatest athletes on the planet and you publicly transitioned in front of the world? And you're saying there is no. I bet Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner would say, I could beat most 40-year-old women swimming today. Like, how is it? And people are like, she hates trans people. It's like, wow, that's how much this is not about what makes sense. This is about a deep, deep, deep thing that's seated in some people's heads. And it's why I don't think this gets solved. I don't think we come to our senses. There's a group of the country that's never come to any sense. You can't talk them into it.
Hopefully it does happen. And I want to say I appreciate you coming on to the show every single week. Rob Nelson has his own show, though, Mondays and Wednesdays. You can tune into that, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesdays, I join in as a guest. Looking forward to that. Rob, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, man. This was fun. Without Mandy, we had a good time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Rob. That is Rob Nelson, everybody. Tune into him. I know a lot of people asked, how can I follow him? Just go to Gokhshtein.com. And also, if you go to Gokhshtein.com, you can go ahead and get the latest news in the world today. I mean, where are you getting your news from? Why not get it from Gokhshtein.com? Why not support a real publication that's out here day in, day out, working their asses off? That's right, Gokhshtein.com. Get the latest news. There you go, pulled it up for you guys. Get the latest news from Gokhshtein.com. Also, soon to feature some commentary from our side. Robinhood, look at that, Robinhood, $225.5 million listed venture fund opens private markets to retail. That is something. What else is in the news? By the way, when we do go live, if you go onto the Gokhshtein.com website, if I go live or anybody on the network goes live, you will automatically be alerted to it, so you do not miss the program. Whether it's myself, whether it's Taylor, Talk to Me Taylor, which airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays also. Landy with the market recap. You will see this pop up on the Gokhshtein.com website. And this has all the news that you need. This has every single thing from politics, world news, markets, digital assets, technology, sports, and other things. So tune in. It's funny how we were just talking about this. This is funny. We're just talking about this. WNBA transgender debate grows with no trans player ever in the league. Sophie Cunningham's comments about protecting women's sports sparked a nationwide debate, despite no openly transgender women ever playing in the WNBA. I mean, she was asked a question and she answered it, and all this hoopla started. She answered the question. She answered it to the not. It wasn't to the liking of the machine, and that starts. What do we have in the digital asset world? We have Trump's family resort token sale stalls as market turns fearful. World Liberty Financial's Island token sales has stalled in a fear market at 63K. Presidential family crypto is hard. I got to read this whole thing. Sorry about that. I don't know if it's talking about. Are we talking about Bitcoin's price right now? Okay, Bitcoin's price is stalled out at 63K. Even though, it's at 63K right now, 62,949. But you can go ahead and check out this article on there. What else do we have? OpenAI's IPO with $40 billion revenue target. We got Meta Planet. That's 17 hours ago. So not much news. I guess not much news in crypto, unless I'm missing something. Let's go to the live wire. Bitwise and Superstate will explore tokenizing BSOL ETF with other funds possibly next year. So shout out to, hopefully we can get somebody on from Bitwise to go ahead and talk about the markets as we are coming closer, to the bull run popping off. Former CCP intelligence officer reportedly bought building 650 feet away from the White House. China's up to no good. North Korea claims that the U.S. is starting a nuclear arms race. All right, that was 16 hours ago, though. That was 16 hours ago. All right. When did this pop off? I gotta go ahead and check the site. All right, we'll be. Should we be right back? Also, real quickly, I forgot to go ahead and mention this as well. By the way, shout out to everybody who's watching. Who's Andrew? Andrew should be the Gokshi Media, Robin Hood. Oh, shout out to Andrew. I didn't know who you were talking about exactly, but shout out to Andrew. For those who have personal brands and you want expertise on how to go ahead and take your brand to the next level, you can go ahead and contact GoksteinPR.com. Also, anybody who wants to contact me, partners, sponsors, GoksteinPR.com. They take care of business for me. So yeah, impossible to ignore. That's the motto here, man. Like we know exactly how to build brands. We know how to build products, and we know how to showcase your products to the general public. So shout out to GoksteinPR.com. We'll do some upgrades today as well. gmarkets.io will be upgraded. A lot of things are going to be upgraded. All right. So we had Sakasa on the show. We had Rob Nelson on the show. We talk crypto. We talk politics. Next week we'll have more people attending. We got next month. We got a good lineup. We'll have conversations about the markets. We'll jump into AI. We'll jump into traditional markets. I think we need to explore all types of markets. And also, I am exploring and putting together a crypto show that is crypto focused, and also we're working on the political show as well. So you'll have 3 shows. The Breakdown is the flagship show for the Gokhshtein Media Network. So you got the Breakdown as the flagship, and then we'll have obviously 2 other shows, Crypto Dominant, and obviously the politics on another end. We might even have a financial show. I don't know. We're doing a lot of things. We're working behind the scenes. By the way, if you are somebody who is building your brand and you are looking to find a network to showcase yourself on, look no further. We're particular about who we bring on. I look through it as well. You got to fit the G Media DNA. But if you are a media personality, I don't want content creators. If you are a media personality that reports on sports, if you report on politics, if you report on crypto and digital assets and traditional markets, maybe you want to go ahead and touch base with us, Gokhshtein.com. You can go ahead and submit a form in and contact us, or you can send me a message, DavidGokhshtein.com. You can visit my personal site, and maybe I'll go ahead and get back to you. Obviously, somebody from the staff will get back to you if we see that you are a fit for the brand. So there you go. If you're looking to showcase yourself, you've been looking for a chance to showcase yourself, this might be the best opportunity that you have. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. People tuned in today. And by the way, welcome to the Breakdown, sponsored by Midnight. Tune into Midnight City as I roll around there. I have people taking screenshots of me on Midnight City, meeting me in Midnight City. I am the mayor in Midnight City, the unofficial mayor, and I shall talk about that when Charles comes on next week. The unofficial mayor of Midnight City. I love going on there, especially while I'm working. I love the simulation. Agentic trading is going to be a big thing, all part of the Midnight ecosystem, which will benefit Cardano. So Midnight, the title sponsor, shout out to them. Also, Polymarket, the official prediction market sponsor of the Breakdown, which I showcased on this show today when I pulled up some, data here for me, and I looked at the potential winner of the presidential race in 2028, I used Polymarket. I also used Polymarket to go ahead and look at what is happening right now with the midterms. 2026 midterms are only a few months away. Who's going to win it? Republicans or Democrats? And right now, the Democrats are at 50% to the Republicans 38, and 50% that the Democrats go ahead and sweep both the Senate and the House. Could that really happen? Could this really happen? That is the question. Even with everything that's going on with the Democratic Party, could Americans choose to go with Democrats and even socialists to go ahead and lead the charge here in the United States of America? I think it's very dangerous if you guys start believing in socialism. And I get it. Capitalism might not have worked for you. I totally understand. I get it. You're frustrated. You see people making money, but I want you to understand this. A lot of these people, it's taken them 10, 20, 30 years to get to where they are. Capitalism is not bad. Capitalism allows you to have an opportunity to be successful if you want to be successful. That is huge. It gives you an opportunity. Socialism doesn't give you an opportunity of any kind, nor does communism, because socialism is just one step away from communism. These things do not allow you any sort of opportunity to do anything. Now, people will say we have socialism already in America, and I say, yes, we do have some sort of socialism that is in our current ecosystem, but at the end of the day, capitalism wins. It is a great system. I will say once again, it gives and affords everybody the opportunity to be seen, to work, to strive, to be a part of the American dream. The founding fathers would be absolutely proud of what America has become. Do we have faults here? Do we have flaws? Yes, absolutely. But there is no country like the United States of America. There is none. That is why everybody wants to really, they do want to align with us. And our haters hate because they'll never be like us. We are true patriots. I do believe that we are aligned, though I do believe there is a machine that tries to separate us. Because as we are separated and we are divided as a nation, what happens? It's easier to control the people of the United States of America, a unified front, something that I'm trying desperately to convey the message out there to the crypto community. A unified front is stronger than a divided one. Everybody needs to put their egos away for a greater cause, and that is to heal crypto and heal the goddamn space and bring back the vibes that we're accustomed to. But that is America right now. We are divided, and it's easier to go ahead and play with the people once they're divided. It's easier to go ahead and put these messages out there because the nation is divided. We are the United States of America. We need to live up to that name, United States of America, not Divided States of America. Okay? We need leaders to step up and guide us in the right direction and lead and bring people together. Unify the nation. We need a unifier. We need somebody to unify the American people. Regardless of our personal opinions and takes, we are Americans. Those who are born here legally, we are Americans. We should be proud. We can complain a lot about America, but guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest country in the world. Go live in any other country, you will not have the freedom to talk like this. You will not have the freedom. You have the socialists that are trying to come into this country right now, come into these seats right now, and they are all for taking away your freedom of speech. They want to take away your freedom of speech. They want to adjust it. They want to also do away with the Second Amendment. Ladies and gentlemen, the founding fathers set this up for a reason. So I say again, I understand that capitalism might not be working for you right now. I understand the current market conditions are not working for you right now. I understand that you might be struggling. These are not just empty words. I get it. I understand it, okay? And you're living paycheck to paycheck. We get it. And there's a war going on in Iran, and a lot of us didn't ask for it. I get it. But still, with everything that's going on, America is still a great country, man. Your voice is heard, but only if you go to the ballot box. You are allowed to go ahead and express yourself by going to that ballot box and letting people know how you feel. So do that. Instead of sitting back and complaining, go out there and vote. Make your voices heard. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto.
This is Houston. T-minus 1 minute until full data blackout. All eyes are on you.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut conducting an emergency repair on a global communication satellite that could go dark at any moment. We have a second angle on this.
Is that guy on FOMO?
Oh yeah, it's like me for real. Crazy trader.
Yeah, let's get back to it, everybody.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut.
Opportunity cost is simply this. Every position you take is a position you choose over something else.
This just in. According to the astronaut's FOMO account, highest in the room, the satellite has been restored. For now, the crisis appears to be over.
Satellite's up and running. Position's looking good too.
There we go. United States of America representing. Socialism, communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. Welcome to the breakdown. Welcome to the breakdown, episode 769. We're approaching 800 episodes. That is wild, man. That is absolutely wild. I got to contact TikTok, because TikTok consistently thinks that my ads I'm just so tired of TikTok at this point. Anyway, let's look at FOMO real quick. Let's look at the FOMO. Let's look at FOMO, man. Oh my God, this is a disaster, bro. What is going on with it? Yo, I am never taking financial advice from anybody in the goddamn comments. Hold on one second. Let's bring this up. Holy shit. Why is Augie here, bro? Augie should be higher. Can you take me higher? I'm not buying anything today. Probably I'll buy more next week. In terms of, I'm talking about just, whether it's Bobo or, I don't know, whatever it is. Whatever Solana tokens that I feel deserve to be, or not even Solana tokens, maybe even Robinhood, whatever it is, I'll be buying it in FOMO. So shout out to FOMO. But like, Augie, yo, hold on. Y'all telling me I'm not gonna go hard on this shit. I really am not, because I paid what I bought for about, give or take, I bought like $400-$500 worth of Augie. So there you go. That's where I stand, around I think $400 to $500 worth of Augie. I think that's totally fine. Will it go up during the bull market? We shall see. I'm in it. I'm not moving yet. It is what it is. I will look at, somebody said they wrote a thesis. I will look at that to see what thesis has been written on. Let's see. Hold on. Let's look. Let's look. Let's see. I can't read some of this out. I have to decline on reading some of these things, because then people will say, you said something, da 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 da. I have to tread carefully. But look, you can go on here and you can read all the theses that's being written. Hold on. How many people are holding on FOMO? 30 holders on FOMO. I don't think anybody's really taking it seriously, because I haven't gone out on social media and really made the announcement that I'm in Augie. So I really think that is one of the cases that's being played. But I don't understand how Augie's here and Toad is sending. The only thing that obviously, it means a lot of VC money was poured into Toad, and you see who's surrounding Toad. So I say this to you guys. Here's one. Who wins, Augie or Toad? You be the judge. Augie or Toad? Who wins? They can both run, but who really wins when it comes down to it? Augie, I kind of feel like, represents the community. Toad represents the VCs and cabal. Who wins? Can the community actually rally behind a meme and show that the community can go ahead and send things? Hey, this is kind of like the Wall Street Bets movement, right? It's not financial advice. I'm just saying, hey, this is it. When Roaring Kitty was AMC, GameStop, all this stuff, they were looking at things that are not appreciated, or looking to go ahead and rally behind something to go ahead and show the VCs and hedge funds that Main Street is in the game and you can't take us out. So maybe it's Augie. Maybe it's Augie that sends a message to Toad. By flipping Toad, it flips Toad and sends a message, hey, retail/community, we're about that life. We're 10 toes down. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Maybe it happens today. Maybe it happens tomorrow. Maybe it happens in 5 months down the line. I don't know. I'd love to see it happen immediately. We all would. Maybe Augie is this. Maybe Augie sends a message to Toad. I don't know. That Toad kind of looks like Augie. Augie was an inspiration for Pepe, as Matt Fury said. So, hey, I don't know. Should be fun to find out. Anyway, shout out to FOMO. Follow me on there. Let's go to Midnight City, ladies and gentlemen. What am I doing in Midnight City? What am I doing in Midnight City? Let's go ahead and let's see. Let's enter Midnight City. What the hell? Again? You know what? Gotta enter my. I forgot, man. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Why did it log me out though? Again. All right. Midnight City, people are sleeping already. It's dark. It is dark in Midnight City. People are sleeping. People are sleeping in Midnight City. Guys, I'd like for everybody to try to join in Midnight City, okay? Because I want to start a crew on there. I really want to start a big time crew on Midnight City. If you guys need help with getting onto Midnight City, let me know. Shout out to Midnight City. They continue to upgrade it. It is the platform is starting to evolve. It's nice to fucking see. It is nice to see the evolution from the first day that I joined Midnight City to now. Shout out to the entire team from Midnight City. We will have the president of the foundation of Midnight on our show when we will talk about Midnight City, amongst other things about the protocol. But Midnight City, ladies and gentlemen, join in. Join in with me. You know what? I'm going to probably host something on Kick about Midnight City. So shout out to Midnight. Shout out to Midnight City. Privacy is big. Privacy is big. Listen, y'all do what you want to do, man. I'm just saying. Todd saying, let me in. A lot of people want to join. I got to show this to Midnight. I got to show them. I got my whole community that wants to join. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is 3:08 p.m. on the East Coast. It has been a pleasure. First of all, I went to sleep at 4:30. Okay, I held a space open. I was playing music. I got into a rap battle. Okay, I produced some shit. It was really dope. I went to sleep. I woke up. I said, I can't put on the suit. Sakasa, who joined us today, he mentioned something about, oh, you just wear. I put on the suit because I found that it was disrespectful. Here comes Sakasa, one of the OGs in the space. My boy comes on here. I'm not in a suit when I'm in a suit all the time for this show. I found kind of disrespectful, right? It's like, oh, who is Sakasa fuck it. I don't need to wear a suit, right? So I put on the suit to show love, all right? To show fucking love. Also, we had Rob Nelson on. Rob Nelson, so a lot of people in the chat, people in the comments asking, where can you tune in to catch him? Tune into Goksheen News Network. Tune into Goksheen.com, and you can find Rob Nelson. By the way, it's in the thread that I have on X, so you can go ahead and look up his handle, and you can just give him a follow. Dirt, just the dirt. I gotta tell you, I go into these rooms and they're not talking about anything. They sound like a bunch of stupid assholes. And I'm here. Yo, when I hear him go off, he is the head of comms for TBB. He's the head of comms for TBB. And it's what I've said the entire time. First of all, I appreciate everybody who tunes into the show. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who replays the show, who tunes into the show. We are expanding Facebook. We're finally getting Facebook and Instagram. We're expanding, and our audience will continue to grow. I appreciate that you guys tune into me. I really do. If we could just get TikTok to work with us here. TikTok, listen to me. The overlays, the setup, it's all mine. It's designed by the team. The team designed this. Stop limiting our visibility. It's crazy. We got to get that fixed. We got to get that situated. It's like taking down NBC and BBC because they're playing a commercial, or I don't know what the fucking case is here, man. We're an independent media company out here. And we're just trying to do big things. We're just trying to be the people's voice out here, okay? We're trying to be the front. What is it? Let's go ahead and put our slogan out here. We're trying to be the front page of everything. All right? We're just trying to be the front page of everything. Before I go, by the way, I'm praying that everything's all good, Landy. Okay. Hopefully you guys can go ahead and just pray for a second. Pray for Landy. And send your prayers towards him that way. Because Landy had to jump to go ahead and take care of something that's personal. So hopefully you guys who are watching, just a little prayer. There ain't nothing wrong with that. If you believe in God, believe in good energy, send it towards Landy's way. It's funny. I was actually having this discussion. I don't know maybe with Landy or somebody else, that the breakdown is the franchise show. It is the top dog. And being that there will be other shows that I'll be hosting, whether it's crypto or politics, maybe in the next few months there will be different people hosting this show, 12 to 2. You just don't know. This is the franchise show. I'm not going anywhere. I'm hosting my shows. I'm on here. But the breakdown is the franchise show for Gokhshtein.com. So we shall see what happens. That'd be cool. Or I just host this show until like I'm 80 years old, and then I say I'm signing off and handing it down to some youngsters. They'll take on the mic and go ahead and break down the news. I enjoy doing this. Since I love this. I love the fact that I get to come on here every single day, 12 to 2, and obviously we go overtime. I enjoy speaking to the guests that come on. I enjoy covering topics, especially obviously I love crypto. If it wasn't for crypto, I'm not sitting in front of this microphone. I'm not looking into the camera. I'm just not doing these things. I'm still running dealerships. I don't know. Maybe that is it. Or maybe I would have found, I don't know. But this is a passion for me. I take this extremely seriously. Sakasa said this, and others have said this. It is true though. Like I've showed up bull market, bear market every single day, regardless of markets. I've showed up consistently because I love this. I'm passionate about it. I do this because I love it. And people have said to me multiple times, "You're crazy, David. Why do you keep building Gokhshtein.com and Gokhshtein Media Company? Why don't you just focus on your personal brand?" And I have focused on my personal brand, but I know Gokhshtein.com. I know what it can do. And if I can just get it there, I think it will be a part of the solution when it comes to reporting news down the middle. That's how, and provide educational material, value, do things that I think news organizations used to do. By the way, it gives me the freedom to go ahead and speak. It gives me an outlet to go ahead and touch on. The funny thing is, I feel like I get more viewership here than some of these other stations that come on with a super budget, millions of dollars, go into some of these shows. Obviously, I pour out every cent out of my pocket for these things, for Gokhshtein.com and all that. I reject the VC money. It's always been out there, but I feel like I just want to have my voice, and I don't want to have my voice filtered. I want to be unfiltered in what I say, and that's how I feel. I want to be able to go ahead and steer this boat in the direction that I see fit. So I appreciate you guys. You know, somebody just Hillbilly Joe Bob just said, ultimately, the whole thing is your personal brand. It's tied to you at the end of the day. You know, I kind of look at this. I kind of look at Gokhshtein.com as the modern day Bloomberg. That's how I kind of look at it. That's how I look at it. I think that it's the modern day Bloomberg. And when people tune into Bloomberg, they're not essentially thinking of Michael Bloomberg. Shout out to him for all his success. They tune into Bloomberg because they want to get the news. And that's how I feel with this. You know, I get it. First glance, people automatically might think me, David Gokhshtein, and that's cool. But it will evolve to the point where people will see the name and say, oh, Gokhshtein.com. I want to get the news from Gokhshtein.com. Oh, did Gokhshtein report on this? And that's what I'm striving for. But that takes an entire community. If the community believes in the mission that that I'm on right now, and they rally behind me, I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure the things that I'm going to attempt to do, and I've talked about this in crypto, the movement and stuff like that, I believe that the viewership count grows and the audience grows, and we bring more people into the fold, and we unite. We unite, something that we haven't done. So anyway, it's Friday. It is Friday. And I do want to thank all you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every single individual that tunes into the show. I absolutely appreciate all you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the guests for coming on. Thank you to the editor who's consistently making sure that everything's done correctly. Shout out to the clipping team as well. They're consistently pushing out content, the content from the breakdown. They're consistently trying to push me to the next level. The people that are in my circle, thank you so much for consistently trying to push me to achieve greatness. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I say that sincerely. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you guys all win, whether we speak or not. I hope you win. And I know some people will say I hope you win, but wish you bad. I don't wish anybody bad. I really sincerely hope you win. Whatever you're doing, win big. I'm cheering on from the sidelines. I hope you win. I hope that's the energy. I'm telling you, man. You take 12 months off, not off. I don't want to say 12 months. You take that 1 month off. I talked about this 4 to 6 weeks, 12 months ago to analyze everything. And I think at a certain point, things click. And you start to understand. And now, you know, I get to build something that's already good, but we'll take it to the next level, type shit. So, but again, without the audience, I wouldn't even be here. Without the audience showing up every single day, supporting me, talking nice, even the haters. Shout out to the haters. Anyway, on that note, guys, have a blessed day. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. I might do spaces, but I'll see you guys next week on the live show, on the breakdown. We got guests coming on. We're talking regulation. We're talking AI. We're talking crypto and memes. We're going to have a bunch of people on here, and we're going to go ahead and light this place on fire. Not literally. I'm talking about with energy. Let's fucking go.